guys, aloha. We're here to give you that Friday night goodness, that amazing Friday night goodness, man. We've got a good show for you guys, man. Let me just tell you what's going to be popping on the show, aujourd'hui, man. So, we're going to talk Neymar and why we need to, because I think more Madridistas are spreading, and I hate false hope being spread to me. So we're going to talk about Neymar and the crazy rumors that were trending earlier this morning. We're then going to delve onto Cristiano Ronaldo and Bayern. They say it's false, and Hamilton says it's for Fugazi. Is it truly Fugazi? Or is there some truth? Because I don't believe that my goat is going to say, whoa, We'll touch on Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. I don't know how a team who finished fifth with a Bournemouth manager like Arteta is able to get what will be a Brazilian starting player in a Gabriel Jesus. But what we've heard is apparently they were agreed fit with Man City, and all that needs to happen is for personal terms to agree with Gabriel Jesus. We're going to delve into that whole Jesus to Arsenal move. We're going to talk about Lewandowski. Barca are twerking, Barca are trying, Barca are twerking, Barca are trying for Lewandowski. I will see how far they can go. And also just Messi is 35 today. He's 35 years old, so we'll do like a little commemoration of Messi, his career thus far, and what's maybe yet to come for your boy Messi. So remember, guys, if you want to send in any super chats or donations that help keep this channel popping off and help me keep me well fed and give it that up to its content crack addict, we call them dubs up in this piece. Make sure that the super chats are fully on point, they're humorous, they're informative, and as long as you're not English Talents FC, we're all good. So let me just say aloha to this amazing cast I have here. You got your boy RB Cops, got your boy Don Smoke, and the kid Mikey, man. Aloha, what up, guys? What's up?
What's up?
Nothing much, man. Chilling.
I mean, this transfer window so far, do you think it's been, just generally, before we get into specifics, do you think this transfer window has been good, bad, or mid?
Mid. It's been pretty good, to be fair. Holland, Pogba is on the way to Juve. I think it's been pretty mid. It's been okay.
And I wanna delve into the whole Pogba Juve thing, because I needed to give me because we crapped on Pogba going to Juve, so I needed to give me from a Juve perspective why that is a good move for your boy Labil. And also, we're going to talk about why the Pogmentary is rated a 1 out of 10 on IMDb. That's messed up. It's the lowest ranked film on IMDb. That is messed up, because that was a quality documentary. That stinks. So, guys, look, man, let's get in first on this track, man. So, I woke up this morning just like any other regular day. I was like, okay, because the first thing that I do whenever I wake up, I look at what's trending. I go to Fabrizio Romano and I go to see the trans window and so forth. And then I saw Neymar to Chelsea. Okay, this must be a typo or something. This can't be right. Okay, Neymar to Chelsea. I said, what? And I was like, and then I thought it was from like a fake account. Sky Sports PL, Sky Sports Premier League, they had that Bournemouth blue tick, which I'm still trying to find. They said that that Chelsea are in pursuit and the front running for Neymar. Now, you say, whoa, half a job up and down, this is the guy you were looking for, this is the technique you were looking for. Unless you are stupid or you have an acorn for a brain, it ain't going to work. Because my thing is Chelsea cannot afford the wages that this guy is going to demand. And even if they could afford, let's just say that Abramovich was still popular, they couldn't afford it. The man has said that I want to remain in Paris. I want to stay in Paris. And I think it's very clear that I'm not moving from Paris Saint-Germain, and that's safe haven where I can pop with my parties to go to freaking London. So I don't even know how this is feasible. So let me come to your boy, Smoke. Do you think there's any validity here or Neymar going to Chelsea? Or do you think it's completely zero? Is there even like a 1% chance of it possibly happening?
My first question would be: did the reports mention his sister by any chance?
No, it didn't. It didn't mention his sister or his mother. They were not mentioned, thankfully.
Well, that would have improved your chances. It would have at least given you a positive number. You could have gone to at least one. I think that one is more for clicks or just for maybe to try and cause a panic in PSG fans. I don't see Neymar leaving literally because of what he's on. and I don't see him taking a pay cut either, because he's comfortable. He knows he's gonna make Brazil squad regardless of what. Like if there were doubts over his position in Brazil, then maybe he could have made a much more footballing decision. But Neymar is like Messi for Brazil, whereby they know they're the main man of that team regardless. So for especially for a rebuilding Chelsea, I think he could have gone to a team that's already competing just to try, and maybe he could be the final piece of the puzzle. But as for Chelsea, I think you guys and United have similar chances of signing.
No, smoke, relax. Well, don't put us with those guys. Insult us, abuse us. We aren't twerking and doing a freaking Cardi B strip joint for a guy called Frankie. So
But
please,
you guys don't even have a DOF, man. Like your owner said he's gonna come freestyle.
Smoke.
In a sport he's never.
Haven't you heard the saying, patience is a virtue? Patience is a virtue. Patience, young, what did Yoda say? Patience, young Padawan. Patience, young Padawan.
Patience is a virtue if you eventually get what you patiently waiting for. You can be patient for nothing.
Okay, so Smokey says we're not going to get a director of football at all, ever.
Where did I put it?
Well, the thing is, this is Bodie's first soccer club, football club, if I'm not mistaken. So we don't know. We don't know what this guy's going to do. No one knows. I'm sure even he doesn't know. He's just freestyling. He wakes up, he's like, okay, this seems like a good move. So good luck to you guys. As I'm saying, like, you just pray you sign football players. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Ari comes. Neymar to Chelsea. I mean, is there any possibility for this one, man? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. Okay, there you go.
1% chance. 1% chance. It's not going to happen. And as you said, the wages. It doesn't make any sense for Chelsea to get Neymar, especially at his age.
Hold. Was it you that sent me Neymar to Juve on
Yeah,
Instagram?
it's been reported that Neymar is going to Juve, but it's from a really bad journalist. So that's not going to happen. But to Chelsea, number one, it doesn't make sense to go for Neymar, especially at his age.
Why doesn't it make sense? We are suffering because we have that Bomas, Mount, Werner, and so forth. We need a Technical. We need a player with a bit of flamboyance. Because people think that, Neymar hates it. I'll take him. I'll take Neymar fully. 100%, I would take Neymar. But why don't you think it makes sense for Chelsea to get a Neymar when you know that these guys are struggling for creativity and playmaking?
Because on his day, it's undoubtable that on his day he's unplayable, absolutely unplayable. But having said that, his injuries, he's like Dybala. Like, you can't rely on him to be fit in the clutch moments. Yeah, he can stat pad in the French league and the Uber Eats and everything. But when it comes to money time, right now at PSG, he's not doing that. That's what he was brought in for at PSG, to carry PSG to the promised land. And he's not done that. So I don't know why Chelsea would go for this guy.
So it's saying that it would be a bad move for Chelsea to go for Neymar.
100%.
Quick fact, right? Some of Neymar's injuries are called tired. Like on transfer market, they put tired as an injury. Like he goes off injured, and the reason is he's tired.
No, Smoke. For my thing that he needs remotivation, and I believe that the bridge is the kind of place that can provide the remotivation for him to pop off. Because I think that playing Uber Eats week to week, there's no motivation playing against croissant and pan chocolat every single week. But if you're at Chelsea and so forth, and we're like, look, we're trying to go for the treble. We're trying to say what's up to Pep. We're trying to say what's up. We're trying to rule the world. And we're trying to maintain our position as the third biggest club in the world. That is maybe a motivation that he needs in his club, that career that he can't have. Because, Smoke, I get it. He'll always be in that World Cup team. But RB, I'm talking about re-motivation and a challenge. He's not giving a challenge at PSG. He's giving a challenge at Chelsea.
But again, I go back to his injuries. Like, he doesn't go to his sister's birthday. So sorry, he goes to his sister's birthday to miss a Champions League game. So it's like
if you guys can get his sister in London first, I think he could follow.
Okay, look, okay. I'll work in the system, man. I know people who know people, so I'll call up Rafi. Mikey, what do you say, man? So you're saying this Neymar to Chelsea thing is BS?
You got 0.01 chance of signing him, and that's it. And it would be a terrible signing for Chelsea.
Terrible. My
Yeah.
God.
I agree. Facts.
He doesn't have motivation, HH. You know that. You've talked about it. This is why I also love Neymar. I love the player, but right now he is not that guy. He's not motivated. He just isn't. HH, we have seen this with Brazilian talents in the past. Once they get to this 30 and beyond, they don't care about football. They turn into the true Brazilians, and they want to relax and enjoy life. Can you blame them? Brazil is a wonderful country. They want to party, enjoy the parties and this sort of stuff. So I don't think he should go to Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea should go after him. You are in a rebuild mode. You're challenging for top 4 next season. I'm sorry to say, you're with Arsenal making their signings, Chelsea in their top 4 battle at this moment.
Eric. Neymar. Rick.
Neymar.
Yeah.
0.00000% chance.
Okay. Forget about the chances and so forth. Would you, if let's say it was possible, would you want him at Chelsea? Do you think that he would benefit, or are you saying all this guy's finished? There's no point in having him.
I think I remember when you did it. I think you did a stream or you did a video after Neymar's tweet. You know that tweet about giving up on football. And for me, that was the point where I gave up on Neymar. So I think he has all the talent in the world. At his best, he's number 2, no doubt. But he's just, someone said he's not motivated. It's true. He doesn't have the passion for the game.
This sounds so morbid, man. It's like you're trying to keep the guy's like semi-retired already.
I mean, he's not. You can't have somebody who doesn't want to play the sport. PSG are trying to get rid of him because he's not with all of the things that they did for him to entice him and encourage him to come to the club and stay there. He's obviously, he doesn't care enough. I think he wants to just transition now. I think now is the point where maybe he's going to be a movie star or a model or something.
Wow. Vateman, do you share this very morbid, dark, depressing, negative, pessimistic, anti-Chelsea, and pro-hate thing that is being sparked? Like, so what? He should just retire right now. Like there's no point in him even playing. Like, what's the point in him even going onto the pitch?
You know what? I don't know if it's a result of all the good business that Manchester City is doing, but I got some positive vibes going your way, my guy. I don't think it's that negative. I think we know Neymar likes big cities, Paris, London. We know that he's going to want to have options, flexibility. I think you guys as a club may grant him that, right? You guys aren't going to be like, no, rigid, you have to do it our way. Maybe
okay. Vince, I like where you're going. Right? I like where you're going. Okay, all right.
So if you're able to present those things to him, and unfortunately, the only question is whether you've got the pesos, the dinero.
I think basically Bram left a bit of cash in his safe. He said, like I said, basically it's like, break for emergency and so forth. So there's a safe in bridge where you just get like an axe, you break it for an emergency, and I think that's emergency that we need.
This would be that emergency.
Yes.
But you guys would all have to hold hands and accept that he's coming to Chelsea for vibes. He's not coming to Chelsea to bring you guys an EPL or a UCL. That's the only caveat. That's the only caveat. If that's the case, he's there, and I think it's a strong possibility. If not, if you guys are serious about competing, going for the title, challenging for the UCL, it's not a good deal. So you got to tell me, HH, you want him?
Yes!
Then you want him for vibes. It's possible.
Veto, when you go into like a party and so, like, look at the shirt that I'm wearing and so forth. When you go into a party and so forth, let's say the DJ is playing a record, and you're like, I need something with the right vibe. And when you have the right vibe, everyone is dancing, everyone is feeling a bit loose, and when you have a little bit of cha, guys, to the panel and to the streets out there, is there anything wrong with vibes and cha if it leads to wins?
But, HH, let me give a better scenario, right?
Yes.
I'm a DJ, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna host a party.
Mhm.
The party starts at 10 p.m., but I'll only play music from midnight to 12:30. Right. So-
No. Okay, no, smoke. But listen, what if it's the best music ever? MJ off the wall. What's it
But
called? Miss Educational of Lauryn Hill. It is the
2 hours
best
of
possible
silence.
music. It is, and it's unreleased music. It's like, oh, I've never heard this MJ before. Oh wow, Steve, and this is unreleased gems.
Yeah, but it's 2 hours of silence before. Wait, 2 hours of silence before that jam, and 2 hours of silence after that jam.
If you're looking for Neymar to get the party
You
started,
can't miss that party HH. But you have to pay the full price of the whole show.
This didn't really go the way I wanted it to go. This was quite. I was expecting something a bit. Like Victor, you tried, but
there's a possibility. There's
Brand
a
is gone,
possibility.
HH.
no. Okay, so before I take
That
the
oil is gone.
no, before I
Make peace
take
with
take the dubs. So was somehow all like in agreement that this guy is pretty much a finished player? Is that what we're now saying?
No, he's not finished. I just don't think he fits Chelsea. I don't think he fits Chelsea. That's just me, though.
But you still believe that he can still do something, but he just doesn't fit Chelsea. But you still believe in Neymar is still a motivated player, RB.
I mean, you say it's hard to be motivated in the French league, but Mbappe does it, and Mbappe does it in the clutch moments in the UCL when they need him most, and that's what Neymar's not been doing. So, yeah, I don't know.
I think Neymar still has the ability. I'm not doubting his ability. I'm just saying the possibility for him to come to Chelsea is coming for vibes. If his pursuit is I'm still challenging myself, I'm still trying to compete amongst the best, I don't think he makes that decision going to Chelsea the way you guys presently look.
All right, so Hokage, again, we've got to very pessimistic start and so forth. So I was trying to talk about Neymar to Chelsea and how, if it's possible, could bring it in here. But then these guys, I don't know, maybe they had a bad day or something. I have a very very depressive vibe. So I think I need you just to lift up the spirits and lift up the energy of this whole thing. Can you give me a positive spin of Neymar to Chelsea? Just talk. What is the positive spin of Neymar coming to Chelsea? Not the negative spin, the positive spin.
The positive would be that Werner would finally have a capable strike partner. It would bring the best out of Werner. Werner would hit 30-plus goals with Neymar by his side. Neymar would be a side chick, though. Werner would be the captain of Chelsea. I think that's the move that needs to be done. And I think, listen, Neymar is finished, though. Because, dude, you saw HH. You posted a picture 4 times yesterday on Twitter of his belly, of him on vacation mode, samba mode.
Okay, that was 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago.
No, it wasn't. It was last summer before he pulled up to season. He begged for Messi to come, and he got fat for Messi. I don't know how does that make sense, but listen, for me, I feel like Neymar just cares about Brazil because the way I see him. The Neymar I saw at Barcelona is just, or even the first 2 seasons at PSG and that the season they got to the final, it's not the same guy. Maybe you could argue, your argument is, okay, come to Chelsea, you're the face of Chelsea, new start. I guess that's a positive spin, but I don't know if Tuchel is going to change his system or what, because listen, Tuchel stylistically at Chelsea has typically been defense first. That's what won you guys the Champions League. A very, very, very strong defense. Now, obviously, Tuchel hasn't even made that many of his own signings. So I don't know what the future of Chelsea's style of football is, but if it continues to be what it was last season, even Neymar coming, I feel doesn't fix anything because you still got 7 brainless attackers around him. So, maybe Reece James and Neymar would do something, but yeah.
All right, let's hit this dubs, man. English Talents FC. Salty top reds infected the IMDb. Hashtag scapegoat, hashtag Ole the Clown. Yeah, I think this is a reference to Pogba's documentary. It has a 1 out of 10 on IMDb. It's the lowest rated film in IMDb as a whole, and I find that rude. I find that very rude indeed because it was such a damn good documentary. Shout outs to Zule Pogba. Silence FC says corner taken quick. Oh, sorry. Happy birthday, Silence FC. Come on, man. That's in poor taste. That's in poor taste. That's in very poor taste. LC, who supports Barcelona, thieves. That Neymar to Blue Patriots was from Casey. It wasn't from the Sun. It was from Sky Sports PL that have a blue tick. So Casey, stop spouting stuff. And Casey, I told you, if Barca spend over 80 million in the market, I'm snitching to UEFA, to FIFA, and to the United Nations. It is what it is. LC, reports say clever. Wants baseball. Hashtag English talent. Hashtag corner. Hashtag Mason. We're not getting an English corner. Relax. We're not having any English corner. That's not happening. Eric, would you want an English core as Chelsea?
I don't care. I don't care.
No. It's a yes or no. Would you want an English core as Chelsea? Yes or no?
No, it can't be a yes or no because they have to be good enough. So that's it. If they're good enough, yes.
Eric, okay, this is what I'll say about. Queen Lazy is my
it-
girl. What's it called? God save the precious queen, all that kind of stuff. But Eric, here's my thing. You do realize that England have only won one. Shout out to English Talents FC. English Talents FC, I love you. England have only won one major trophy in their entire history. And there's a home nation tax on that win that they had in 1966. So
Okay.
wouldn't it make more sense to have, let's say, a Brazil core, an Italian core, a German core?
Okay, so
People that have heritage.
Right. So Brazil have won Copa America.
I'm talking about history.
Okay, but yeah, fair enough. But I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with a few players here and there. You have to. You need a squad to win it, an international trophy. So
AJ, I think you must understand that Eric's transfer sources have frustrated him. That's why you don't have that.
look,
exciting-
mute your mic. Look.
No, Eric. You promised. I have you on. I have a receipt. You
No,
promised
no,
me.
no,
You
no,
s-
no, I
no,
didn't
no,
promise it.
no. You said 100% on your mother's life in your own blood that Ousmane Dembele and Jules Koundé will be wearing a Chelsea jersey next season.
Look, you have to. All I say is this: before you meet targets or ask me any questions, you need to put your boy Tadby. You need to put him in the Brick Academy first.
Oh no! He's on. Wait. Tadby is under review. He's currently under review. He's currently under review. And if we don't make any signings, he's going into Class C. Let's go into your boy, Patrick. If the transfer window closed to today, Man United will miss out on top 4. Eric, let me ask you just a very simple question. I'm speaking to a guy who only speaks fluent CL. I don't think anyone here speaks fluent CL. Yeah, I think Eric only speaks fluent CL here. So Eric, obviously they can't actually understand what we're saying because we're speaking CL right now. Is Chelsea's aim top 4 or the title for next season?
It has to be top 4. I think even if I'm just gonna be honest. Best case scenario, we would still be fighting for top. I mean, let's keep it real. I'm just gonna be very honest now. Liverpool are doing the same thing as us. Let's be honest. Liverpool are also doing this top 4 thing. I mean, that's the truth. You can argue. You might think it's crazy, but just think about what I just said. Liverpool are doing a top 4 race next season, or just generally speaking, it's the truth.
Do you know your defensive line has Malang Sarr, Shalaba, and Thiago Silva?
Yes. Not.
And you have
not
Timo
great,
Werner
not
still.
great.
Yeah, so you're in a top 4 battle. Liverpool are fighting for Champions Leagues and Premier League titles.
Yeah, but they'll still get top 4, like us, and they still missed out on the title and the Champions League last season. So we're not too different. So for me, I'm not too bothered about that. We'll challenge when we challenge. We're in a rebuild, like I think one of you said before. So I'm not really bothered. Even if we got all our targets, but we're still gonna get top 4. So there's no point wasting our time with the title race when top 4 is the best we can do. I mean, Liverpool tried, but it didn't work. Maybe they can win it next season, but I think last season was the wrong time to try.
Guys,
for
sorry,
Liverpool.
like I think I had like a connection
Mm.
issue. I think like
Yeah.
Eric, I think wait, did you? I think the other thing was a miscommunication. So you said we're trying to go for the title, but it's going to be hard. We're trying to go for the title next season, but it's going to be tough. Is that what you said?
Okay, so I don't know if you remember about what our team. I think someone just mentioned. Michael just told us what our team looks like. So, if you think we can challenge for the title with that, then that's fine. And maybe you'll be very disappointed, but it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. But the season is the window isn't over.
Eric, I don't want to hear anything from you.
HH, you have Sar in your back line. What do you expect? Malang Sar.
I don't want to hear anything from you, man. What's it called?
Look, you can laugh for now. Just get all your laughs in now.
Okay, no, we're gonna do because I wanna ask how a team in fifth with a bomb as a manager gets Gabriel Jesus, but we'll leave that till afterwards. And Mo, you're a clown anyway, so it is what it is. David T on loan at Real Madrid. Still, Neymar to CFC would be amazing. PSG Part 2 settings. So maybe that's supposed to be like an insult or so forth. But David T, go back to your Bombers United club and support your parents' club. English Talents FC. LC reports say Camp Nou is waiting for CL. Hashtag Messi took the mic. Oh Lord, I say Ganzo. Take the door, Ganzo. Here we go. Dividends to Man United. Deal completed for fee of £12 million. Deal signed June 24th. It's done. Dividends arrived in Manchester today. Owners and investors love player and push for. What? Wait. What is this in relation to?
United, the owners getting dividends instead of them putting that money into transfers. I think 12 million. Because the difference between the valuation of what Barca is asking and what United is ready to pay is like, is this less than 12 million? I think it's 11.5.
Eric, before we move to the next topic, what are your hopes for this Chelsea transfer window? And I need you to be real right now, because I don't like the way that you've been talking right now. You know, you've been putting me in a very foul mood. So I need you to okay,
look,
no, Eric, what's going on with your club? No, your club. What is going on with your club? Your club.
Okay, your boy Todd B.
No. Your boy.
No.
Eric,
I wasn't one who called him.
Eric, what is going on with your club and your boy? What is going on with your club?
No, he's not my.
Where
he's
are the
not my
freaking
boy.
signings? Eric, why does that piece of trash, absolute Chelsea, keep saying interested, monitoring, looking into, interested? Eric, at Chelsea, don't make any signings because
Yes.
you are the official correspondent of this damn football hosting, and I need to know whether these guys are going to make any damn signings.
Is everything all right? Are you?
No. Eric,
Okay.
how can everything be alright when no. When I spent all this time saying Todd B, then this guy says, oh, he has to go FFP stuff as well. I'm not hearing that the Barcelona are now interested in Jules Koundé. Dembele now wants to freaking stay. Koulibaly is now going to freaking Barcelona. We're now going for freaking Raheem Sterling. We let those bombers Arsenal get freaking Gabriel Jesus over. Eric, just explain to me what the hell is happening with your club. Explain to me.
I said this before. We're not moving differently. So maybe the truth is we have to be patient. That's just the reality. Like, even if Todd Boehly is going to be the most amazing, even though the chances are very slim, if he becomes better than Roman, this, that, the other, we'll still have to wait. It will take time because Americans don't necessarily do things. I don't know. I'm not going to speak too much about that, but the main point I think is that it's too soon, and Chelsea are not doing anything different to what they did in previous windows. That's the truth. We always waste time in the transfer window. So nothing has changed in that sense. But I still think there's positive things. Marina's gone, right? Bruce Buck is gone. We're going to get a director of football, from what I heard. So that is positive. You have to hold on to what you can get. Like, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what. Koundé,
Even Todd B, the interim DOF.
Yeah, he's doing everything. He's also the scout. Look, we just need to be patient. That's all I can say. Kunde is still on his way. He's still making it. He's still traveling. He's stuck
Eric,
somewhere in
Eric, Eric, Kunde has been on his way since 98 BC. Kunde has been on his way since they tried to prosecute Jesus for crimes he didn't commit. That's how long Kunde has been trying to come to this damn thing. So Eric, Eric, you know what? I'm sick and tired of hearing about Kunde to Chelsea. I'm sick and tired. Because
we've all
even if
been
Chelsea gets Kunde, is that something to jump up and down about?
we've all
I
been
mean,
held up
it's
at customs before.
relax, easy. Um, I don't know what to say, man. Look, Kunde is coming. I think he's still on his way, and I think that will happen at some point. Maybe it might be the first week of the season, but it's gonna happen.
Eric, you open your mouth and say we're battling for top for next season. Eric, I can't accept that. I
Look,
can't.
say whatever you want. Battling, we're gonna get top four. Whatever you want to say, however you want to put it. Liverpool are probably in the same position. Yeah, they'll challenge, but who cares about challenging when you don't win? What Liverpool fan will tell you, oh, the journey, all these finals, getting to the Champions League final, almost winning the title was a better experience than actually winning it. Nobody's going to say that. So for me, it's not too different. It's not, honestly. So we have to do a lot anyway to beat Man City. And I'm not just talking about one season. Oh, we won one season in out of 5. Liverpool fans can only say that's all they can say with how amazing their team is. So we have to just relax and try and do something that will have a lasting kind of effect. We don't want to win one title and then City will win 3 in a row. So, yeah.
Moving on swiftly, man.
I'm shocked that you should be a Barca fan. You and Laporta would work very well hand in hand.
Smoke. Keep smoking your thing, please. Keep smoking your thing.
HH Eric, I think Todd V just realized that there's no draft picks in football world. I think he's just realizing that now, that you can't make draft picks for the future and this sort of stuff, that you need to do business now.
Puya. Cristiano Ronaldo, my GOAT. One of the greatest players of all time. A guy with a great underwear line, amazing perfume. He's on TikTok. The hips don't lie. A guy who inspires young people. He inspires the youth. A man who's a philanthropist. He plucks his eyebrows. He does many things. He freezes himself. He beat the case in America, so he can now step on American soil. He'll be in 2026 as a 45-year-old. As a Bayern fan, would you want Cristiano Ronaldo if you could afford him? Transfer fee and wages.
Yes, but not for footballing aspects. Bayern really needs that CR7 social media juice. Because, listen, as big of a club Bayern is, we always just seem to not be as popular as other clubs. But with CR7, we get the CR7 army, the 1 billion Instagram followers, the people who wear his underwear and everything. We get everything. Footballing wise, it's not smart because he's truly finished. He just knows how to shoot a ball now.
No, okay, come on.
I just said he knows how to shoot a ball, but he's finished. All he could do is shoot a ball. Okay.
If you rolled up with Mane, Cristiano, and Leroy Sané, that front three can't work. Just as a package, forget Cristiano, but just as a package. So it's Cristiano, Mane, Sané as a front three package.
First of all, Sané is playing the worst football of his life right now. So Ronaldo's finished and only knows how to shoot a ball. And Mane, I'll give it to you, right? He's probably going to destroy the Bundesliga and get those goal numbers up. And we brought him for the Champions League, but I don't know, because from what I see, I know we got 18 goals, and then also a lot of people that argue against Ronaldo on this channel made a good point, like, okay, well, his goals came in bunches, a hat-trick they came in bunches, you know what I mean? And just from what I see from it, he will not fit what Nagelsmann needs, because Nagelsmann needs a really hard worker up top, and I don't know. he needs someone technically good, and the technique from Ronaldo is light years away from what he used to be. And it may sound harsh, but it's true. Like, Ronaldo used to easily tap the ball. When you tap the ball to the one side of the opponent and then you run around him. I forget
yeah.
I don't even think there's a name for that move, but he used to do that with ease. And he tried. I don't know how I could count 100+ times he tried that during last season, and I don't think he was successful once.
Hokage, look at that face. Yes, look at that face. You're saying you're say what you're saying. Look at that face. You're saying that. Are you sure?
Listen, I'm telling you, if he's happy to come ride the bench for Gnabry and Sane and Coman, come and give us your social media.
No, Hokage.
No. Come sit on the bench. We'll love you for that.
He start. So basically, you'd want him purely for social vibes, but for football, no.
Not social media vibes. Yes,
social media
not
vibes.
For football. From what I saw last season, no. I mean, I don't know. It's tough because also for Manchester United, it's hard to gauge because they were just the worst. We keep saying Manchester United, this is the worst season. This is the new peak at the bottom for them, the new rock bottom, like a terrible, terrible season. So it's actually kind of hard to judge Ronaldo, I guess, but just from you could judge him on his general play whenever he had the ball, and he's nowhere near the same guy. He's not even half the guy he used to be when in terms of being technique on the ball and everything. He was literally there just to score goals. Now, obviously, at Bayern, we make a ton of chances for our strikers. There's no hiding that fact. So if Ronaldo was there, sure, maybe he'd boost up his goal tally. But with the style of play, Nagelsmann likes fluid, one-touch football in the opposition's defensive half. And I don't think I saw nothing of Ronaldo that convinces me that he could do that for us. So, yeah.
HH, is there any United fans here? Because I heard that Rooney resigned from Derby to replace Ronaldo. Is that true?
To replace Ronaldo?
Yes.
Smoke, relax. I mean, we can insult United and so forth, but smoke, relax.
No, isn't he like 36 or 35, Rooney?
Yeah. It's actually quite scary how early that guy actually retired. Actually, Arby comes. Let me come to you. Arby comes. Defend our GOAT. To Bayern. Defend it.
I'd rather have UHH than Ronaldo in my team. Like, apart from PR, what does this guy bring? What does he bring? Free kicks. He can't take free kicks. At Juve, he scored 2 free kicks in 3 years. Do you know how disgusting that is? And one of them was a friendly. Like Hokage said, what does he bring to the team apart from finishing? If he's not scoring goal, he is useless. You know what? I'll go a step further. It's like playing with 10 men if he doesn't score goals, and that's a fact. I don't know what else you want to say. He's finished. He's finished. 1 more year, and he's finished. I mean, he's finished now, but 1 more year, and he should go to the MLS.
Didn't he score like 17 goals? And people still people know that he's I mean, that tells you something. He scored 18 goals and he's still finished because people are watching the games and they know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
exactly.
No,
It's garbage.
I thought Adby Combs said he'd rather have Eric Sources than Ronaldo.
Relax. Look.
Okay.
You know what? Just have your fun. Have your fun. It's all right.
Wait, hold on. Mikey, talk to me. Mikey, defend our GOAT.
No. you want to see him stat pad against Greuther Fürth, Schalke,
Braunschweig. Shout out to Braunschweig.
Eintracht Braunschweig. I think they're in the 3rd division now, by the way. They've fallen off badly. But yeah, shout out to them.
Those are my guys, man. Those are my guys from Braunschweig. Those are my guys. Those are my boys.
Kaiserslautern and these sort of guys. Kaiserslautern 04. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But
1860 unique, yeah, man.
Yeah, all these guys. But yeah, this is not going to happen. And why would Bayern don't make these sort of signings? Let's be real here. Bayern are very smart with their business. The only reason
let me ask you this. Are you saying that if Cristiano was at Bayern with supposing the Bayern have, he wouldn't give them a great chance of winning the UCL? Knowing that he's Mr. UCL, 130 goals and counting.
So do you think Ronaldo is going to listen to a manager who's 4 years younger than him?
If it means you can make me win, yes.
Yeah, but like Hokage says, Nagelsmann likes these one-touch passing with his forwards moving a lot. Remember when he was at Leipzig, he had Poulsen and Timo Werner, drifting out wide or cutting it forward. Ronaldo doesn't do that. Ronaldo maybe in the 20s, when he was 20 years old, could do that. This Ronaldo, just stands and shoots the ball. He's great at doing it, but his movement is gone. Unfortunately for Ronaldo, this would not make any sense whatsoever.
And he'll make everyone worse. The theory is true that wherever he goes, everyone becomes more trash. It's true. Happened at Madrid, happened at Juventus, happened at Manchester United.
No, not in Madrid.
Not at United. United was already trash.
Yeah, United was trash.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
Benzema.
but he took them to the
Benzema
dippers
is
worse
at
than
Real Madrid. 3 different clubs, at least one key player, trash. Look what Benzema's doing. If Ronaldo wasn't there, I guarantee you Benzema was doing the same stuff if Ronaldo wasn't there. He went to Juventus, Dybala disappeared.
Eric, do you subscribe to what they're saying about our goat, Cristiano?
No, don't speak for. Look, speak for yourself. He's not my goat. And we know you're a liar, by the way. That's a lie.
Eric.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
You're not see,
Okay,
Eric.
cool,
Leave
cool.
me alone. Let me talk. Leave me alone.
Okay. Your idol, yeah. Look, it's like Puya said, shared sales, marketing. I actually took a look at Bayern's official Twitter account, and it's embarrassing, I have to say. It's you guys need to sack all your media guys and just replace them. I
We're
don't know
stronger on
how.
Insta. We're stronger on Insta, Eric. We're stronger.
It's crazy. I mean, honestly, just for having Ronaldo on the Twitter accounts for the official Twitter account for Bayern, that would take the followers up by at least 10%. It's a fact. So that would make a lot of sense.
But no, Eric, no. Okay, no. Let's no. Oh no, let's stop joking. So Eric, on the pitch, you're saying Cristiano can't help these guys on the pitch.
They don't need they don't need him. They don't need him. Honestly, they don't. Timo Werner makes more sense than Ronaldo. That's what I'm hoping. I want a swap deal. If we can somehow convince Lewandowski to come to Chelsea, and we can put him, that's a fantastic swap deal. Nagelsmann is reunited with his son.
Okay, that's a great swap. Lewandowski for Timo Werner. It works for a manager. Do you accept the swap
Let's
deal?
do
Werner for
that
Timo
one.
Lewandowski. Smoke shish. Okay. Do you accept the swap deal?
Let's get it done. Bring him to Munich. I guarantee you, Nagelsmann for some reason would just. It's like when Nagelsmann left. I guarantee you, he like flipped a switch off of like Buzz Lightyear. He switched off Buzz Lightyear's switch. He switched off freaking Timo Werner's switch. Bring him back. We'll turn the switch back on. But it would never happen because Lewandowski doesn't want to go to depressing as London. So.
No, he doesn't want to come to England. I don't think it's about Chelsea or any.
I know someone who knows his wife. I'm going to make a few calls. I'm going to make a few calls. What's it called? Smoke. Can you please put some respect on Cristiano's name, because the abuse it's making me sick. It's making me sick. I don't like the abuse.
The sad part is time. You have to respect time, man. Everything washes away with time. And the thing is, to win the Champions League, you need 11 players, right? Because the thing is, in a Nagelsmann system, players you're already working hard. Are you willing to work?
No offense, no offense, Don. But how would you know?
Because I've watched the team, man. I've watched the team play.
Smoke.
Right. No, it didn't come from your sources. Don't worry. It's legit.
Okay, but no, I'm just asking because your team never won the Champions League.
Smoke. What do you mean?
I've seen teams win the Champions League. Right. Winning the Champions League is not a new invention. Teams have been winning it before I was even born. So the blueprint is there. You need 11 players to win the Champions League, right? The thing is, it's true when they say that as much as Ronaldo still manages to maintain his goal tally wherever he goes, it hinders the other attackers because they need to do more to cater for him, right? So at the end of the day, especially with Nagelsmann, he's looking for an energetic front line, right? So it doesn't make sense you release Lewandowski, who's a much more dynamic player than Ronaldo, for a much more stiffer one. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any logic. So he would want, hence, a Mane makes more sense because Mane works hard, right? Although he may not be as fast as he once was, he still has that work ethic coming from a club system. So unfortunately, your coach HH has to play in the Europa. He has to battle out the front.
Before I come to Vato, an interesting stat. I'm not a stat mention, but this is an interesting stat. So, Cristiano, 18 goals last season. Shots per game, 3.7. That's very high. So what that tells you is that plays into the argument that he does take away from other people's games, because if you're averaging 3.7 shots per game for a season and so forth, those times that you're trying those shots, which some don't go in, that could be another pass, an extra pass, and another pass to help a player's game. So because he's taking so many shots and so forth, other people's games do have to alter. Do they get worse? Perhaps. But the games have to alter if a guy's taking 3.7 shots per season. Vito, talk to me. Can you be the lone voice in offering a positive slant on Cristiano, the GOAT Ronaldo, to Bayern?
I think he still has a lot of football in him. I don't think what he's been able to do over the years, his repertoire of moves and skill sets, yeah, he doesn't have as much. Like my man mentioned, some of the move where he would like dink it to the side, run around. No, that pace isn't there. That quickness isn't there. But there's a reason why he's put up all these goals. And I think for him, as the mentality that he has, and I give him the biggest ratings for it. There's not many players that I've seen with that type of mentality that will take on the challenge, go from league to league, and prove that I can be one of the best. And obviously, age has caught up. So, can he be the guy again? Who knows? But the challenge to go to another league and succeed, I think, is in him. From a club standpoint, my man RB mentioned, I think, or was it Puya? If I'm saying that correctly, my bad. The following that he has, some clubs don't want it. Some clubs don't want the circus that ends up happening with the acquisition of a CR7. So I hate to say it, man. I don't see that move happening, but I think it's not happening for the wrong reasons. I think it's not happening because they don't want to take on a personality like him. Could he bring something new to the club in terms of a presence, feeding off that winning mentality to the rest of the players? Absolutely, but it's just a little too late, man. It's a little too late. He's poisoned again, being at Manchester United. It's hard to get that poison out of the system, man. I don't think the move's happening. I'm sorry.
I'm very, 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 very shocked by what I just heard. And I want to make sure that Michael doesn't listen to the blasphemy that has been spouted in this. And you guys should feel ashamed of yourselves. You make
PR7, PR7.
RB! Can't do that. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Yellow. Shout out to your boy Elsie. Toad B wants to write in for. Okay, Casey, thank you for that. All right, bye bye. Elsie, Madrid zone over Eric B. Eric, do you want to respond to this or so forth? Do you have any?
No comments.
Oh, wow. No.
Look,
Eric,
I never
you know
claimed to be a news source.
Eric,
I'm sorry.
Eric,
I never claimed anything.
Eric, if Usman Dembele and Kunde aren't wearing a Chelsea jersey, Eric, I need you to send me a passport photo of yourself and induct you in Class B of the Brick Academy. So that's what's going to happen and so forth. So shout out to your boy Barry. Barry, think of the door, Barry, football hub member. HH, lower your expectation for Chelsea. No. To avoid the bigger disappointment. No. We hate to see a fellow black man depressed. Barry, no. I will not accept top four. Top four is a losers. That is for losers. I am not a loser. I will not accept Man City and Liverpool fighting for the title. We are going for the title, and we're trying to get players to try and wrestle off that trophy from Pep and Klopp. I will not accept. Never will I accept top four. Never. It's never happening. No. Hell no. Never. No.
Let me ask you something.
Hell no.
you're familiar with the show Amazing Race, right?
Rings a bell, but I don't think I've seen any episode, but it rings a bell.
Okay, so the whole concept is you're kind of racing sometimes from country to country. You start at one, and you got to travel the globe, and you end up at another place. I think you got to look at Chelsea similar to the Amazing Race. In you're not going to win every checkpoint. You're not going to win to every point along the line, and I don't think you can look to win every season. So maybe you accept that you're.
You seem like a nice guy, and I'm very glad that you were able to come in, and I shout a party because I think you really brought it out into this panel and so forth. But Victor, respectfully, you're talking from a Man City's point of view. So Victor, I don't really wait, hold up, Victor. I don't really want to hear from your privileged mouth of the league titles, the trophies, and so forth. So, with all due respect, Victor, I will concentrate and focus on this dude called Eric. Because this dude right here, he promised me that we would get at least Usman Dembele, Koundé, and Koulibaly next year.
No, I didn't.
Eric, can I finish? Can I finish, please? And he gave me a blood pact that Chelsea would cook next season with Todd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
So Eric, Victor, it doesn't matter what you say. Eric gave me his promise, and I cherish promises. So Victor, don't talk to me about the amazing grace, amazing race, amazing waste, and amazing so forth. I don't really care about any other that stuff. All I care about is Chelsea's standards is EPL title. We messed up last season. I get it. We messed up. Victor, congrats.
But quick
Well
question.
done. You did your thing.
What year, Eric?
Well done.
I hear that.
No,
I hear that.
Smoke. We try again. We don't quit. We'll try again. Well done. You did your thing. We're going to talk about Kalvin Phillips. We're going to talk about oil money. Yes, you have an endless chest of money. You get all your freaking targets. You get your targets after 1 or 2 weeks. Well done. Congratulations. Bow. Thank you. Well done. Cool. Haaland. Hey. Phillips. Way. Cucurella. Well done. Congratulations. We'll try again. So what it is? So what? Done. Fine. Done. Let's just do it. Let's do it.
No,
I don't blame Eric. I blame his sources. Right? You have to hit the bulls. You have to hit the nail on his head. I think it's a bit unfair for Eric because we don't know where he got that information from. But moving on.
Sorry, what information? What was that?
Your transfer sources. Moving on, HH.
English Talents FC. When Mount gets the World Cup in December. All right. Thank you for that. All right. Thank you for that. Shout out to your boy Link. Day 4 at Park. Trash performance. No one passes black tax. What? Wayne, can you speak in plain English? I have no idea what the hell we're going to decrypt that to me. Shout out to your boy Lage. If Werner can get 28 in that league, then CR7 can get 38. Yes, I agree. 100%. 349 Scotty. A 34-year-old scored 41 goals. Joke league. Hokage, do you want to respond to this attack towards the German Bundesliga?
The only response I have is that he was robbed of 2 Ballon d'Ors. Lewandowski is a 2-time Ballon d'Or winner. He does not think anything of that pizza box trophy he got. He is a 2 times Ballon d'Or winner, respected 2 times Ballon d'Or.
Very well said. 349 Scotty. Hokage is delusional. Hash. He's acting like he needs tactics to win the league. You've won it 10 times in a row. It's a joke league. Accept it. This is a bit deep. 349 again says, does this guy Hokage speaking realize how bad the Bundesliga is? Prem to Bunda players get a 40% increase in XG and XA. Not announced league, joke league. Now, this would be fair, but who won the Who won the UCL? Real Madrid. Who won the Europa League this season?
Frankfurt.
Frank. The Frank.
It's more like Rangers lost than the Frank one.
Well, you got to win, bro. At the end of the day, the winners for me, Smoke, I'm a winners matches, and Smoke, you will know more than anything. And Vito, are you still fan? Do people hear, oh, well, Pep didn't play anything like that? All that matters is me and Eric. Me and Eric will pop those bottles down. We're going to pop those bottles down. We're going to pop those bottles down.
Todd B.
Todd! No. That was Bramovic. Eric, I need Bram. Eric. No, Eric, tell Putin to stop this crap, man. Tell him to stop. Mike, you live near Putin. Mike, call Putin and tell him to stop.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult for me. I might be in the front line, to be honest. I hope not, but...
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah. All right, what's it called? Shout out to boy, who says, Mane, CR7, Gnabry, Sane, Muller would be crazy. I think so too. I think that would pop off. David T, 18 goals in the worst United time since 1974. Dud. Shout out to my goats. Talent FC, CR37 to Bayern when Kane and Dominic Calvin-Lewin is available. #justice. Talent FC, you need to stop taking drugs. You need to stop. You take drugs. You need to stop taking drugs. Ezio, this is a CI hit channel. Thank you. You guys know he was playing on the left and roamed and played around the whole pitch, right? Open his heat map on SofaScore. Ezio, thank you. No, hold on. No. He's not done. No, hold on. He's not done yet. Ezio, thank you. In the last 3 years at Juve, but your once, because you're all scared of looking stupid on the stream. Keep up the good work, though. RB Combs, I need you to respond to this thing. Respond to this right now.
No, I'll respond. Ronaldo damaged the whole team. He damaged the whole team. Yes, he scored goals. And also, do you guys forget what he did versus Porto? Do you guys forget? And in the last second, do you remember what he did? Do you remember? He blocked that shot. He blocked that shot in the last second that was going in, and we would have gone through. But this is the guy that's going to take all the props. And this guy left 3 days before the transfer window, and we had to bring in Moise Keane. I don't know, man. Get the fuck out of it, man.
No, but HH, I actually have a different take from it. I feel as if, since Ronaldo hasn't won since he's left Madrid, and Madrid have just won now without him, we can tie his CL success to Madrid as well.
HH, what's so funny? I'm not really
no. What's it called?
Because
it was like I remember, like, when I was young, just something I remember, like back when I was in school. Funny thing. No, I had to just like this guy used to do this funny thing in school to me. Smoke. I didn't hear what he said, so I'm disregarding that.
Moving on.
Moving on. RR7. PSG have to get CR7 from United if they want to win the UCL. CR7 to PSG. Guys, do I say a yay? Good move.
I mean, that's a fan's dream, right? That might unite fans all across the world on social media.
Like the Bloods and the Crips.
That could happen. You know what? I'm for it. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
Come on, guys. Panel, are we for it?
I'd like to see it.
Cristiano to PSG to unite Cristiano and Messi fans.
Who defers?
That's a step back. That's actually a step back.
I think it could work too.
Who defers?
PSG is the only one.
I defer.
You know who would hate that move, HH?
Who?
LSG Delta.
Oh, no. Not that guy.
Yeah, because for me, if he moves, will he still continue to support PSG? Shout out to your boy Link, who says, all right, coaches, what? Thank you, Wing. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. That's fair. Thank you. RR7, put some respect on the GOAT. He owns a Lion Lunkin. RR7, I'm fighting the good fights, man. RR7, I've been fighting the good fights. RR7, I'm doing my best to support the GOAT, man. Yeah, they had to wait to trash on a 37-year-old. Guys, have some respect. Guys, have some. You have to wait till it was 37 to trash. Guys, have some respect. No, Mike, have some respect, Mike. So you're trashing on a 37-year-old? Really? Like Mike, is that what it was come down to? Really?
No comments.
RB, why are you being so harsh on a guy who's 34, 35 years old? Why?
I'm not gonna. Bro, I'm still so salty the way he left you here 3 days before the transfer. I'm not gonna lie. Like most of it is salt, but at the same time, he is still finished. Like, apart from goal scoring, he is still finished. Like that's a fact. No one can deny that. Apart from goals, he is useless. But I'll give him that. He's a great goal scorer. Great goal scorer. But apart from that, I'll stand by it. He doesn't bring anything. But no. I think he would fit well at PSG. That's the only one of the big clubs that I think he'd fit in at PSG. Apart from that, I don't see him fitting in anywhere else. That's just my opinion.
I mean, Eric, do you see him fitting well at PSG, Cristiano at PSG? Eric,
What does that
I
even
didn't
mean?
crack it. That's a serious question. I don't know.
I mean, what do PSG even need? I couldn't even tell you.
They need a natural, cold-blooded finisher. Which
He wouldn't fit. He wouldn't fit that style. I don't think. He's not ready to retire yet. So he's not. He doesn't want to go to a holiday camp.
Okay, guys, I want to now talk about this club, man. I want to talk about this Bombers club. We'll talk about this Bombers club. And maybe Eric, you might. Actually, no, I think Mike, you may be able to. So, Mike, can you please explain to me how Arsenal, who came fifth and are an embarrassment, how can they afford to get Gabriel Jesus, and why is Gabriel Jesus going to Arsenal? And is it a good move for Jesus to go to Thingy Mamachik? Talk to me.
Well, Walmart must have done well this year. That's what I got to say. First off, I mean, who knew the Cronkies could spend money? 250 million in the last 2 seasons. 250 million for
right.
Arteta, who's won 1 FA Cup and
Eric,
community.
Todd better open up that freaking checkbook. If Cronky's spending, Todd better freaking spend. Mikey.
So I actually think this is a really good move for Jesus. We saw when he's consistently starting for Manchester City. I think it was the 1920 season, if I'm not mistaken. Man City fans can let me know, but he scored like 18 goals in the league when he was consistently starting week in and week out. That's good productivity. And Arsenal, clearly, you ain't going to rely on Eddie to get the goals. The new number 14 for Arsenal.
No, Mikey, they gave him a new contract, man. They say he's the new Henry.
Maybe he could be the new Andre. Who knows? But
no, Mike. I know he won't be the new Andre.
No, we all know. We all know. But actually, this is a really good move for Jesus and for Arsenal. They got the striker. Now he's got to prove himself. And Arteta better get top 4. Now he's under pressure. Clearly, the Cronkies and the board have backed Arteta. You got now Fabio Vieira. You got Jesus. If they get Rapinha, boy, oh boy, they better get top 4 because otherwise Arteta is out of a job real quick. And they better start well in the season.
Eric, can you now see why that's what should be happening? Arsenal's aim is top 4, not us. Eric, we're not in the same boat as Arsenal.
Our aim is not top 4.
Thank you.
It's not. It's not. We don't expect top 4. It's never the aim.
Never.
But
thank you.
We'll probably get top 4.
No, Eric, just end it there. It's never the aim. Just full stop. Put a full stop there and everything. Vetso, your boy Jesus going to Arsenal. Good move or bad move? Seeing that you know how well this dude is. Is it a good move for him?
Amazing move. You guys should be kicking yourselves that you guys didn't actually acquire him. He's a versatile player. He's a committed player. You see how he works on that pitch. He's been involved in many big moments, like clutch moments to score goals. What he's looking for is to get consistent play, and unfortunately, it's been something he's never gotten in Manchester City. Pep brought him in early, saw the potential in him, but unfortunately, we had Aguero on the squad. Pep thought Aguero was done, but Aguero showed that he still had it in him and actually prevented Jesus from getting that time early. But Jesus just wants to get that consistent playing time to show everyone how legit he is. And at the fact that he went to Arsenal, and there were a few clubs interested in him because rumored to go to Spurs, but again, not consistent play time, or that's how he perceived it, I think. Potential Chelsea, but maybe because things are a little up in the air. Arsenal, he's looking at like, yeah, I can stamp my name here. I can do what I have to do to actually prove to others what I believe in myself. And the versatility that he has, and the reason why he's gone there is it's all about relationships. We know this. the relationship with Arteta, we can't avoid it. We can't dismiss it. Arteta worked really closely with him when he was at Manchester City. So he's going there with a level of trust and knows that I've got a manager that's going to put me in good situations to compete and to perform. So he's going to be a problem next season. I'm gonna hate the two games in league play that we're going to have to face him.
Smoke. Jesus. That's Arsenal.
I understand why he picked Arsenal, as Vera said. Arteta was when he was at City, he was more closer to the players. And even Sterling, that's why you always get links with Sterling as well, because he was closer. But as from a footballing point of view, I think it's more dependent on Arsenal's next signings, not this one. This is a critical one, but the next ones would actually determine. Because the thing with our frustration with Jesus at City was he's not clinical enough. Out of 3 chances or 4, he'll score 1. Now the thing is, when you go to an Arsenal, you're gonna get less chances. That's what most people don't also think about. It's more of the 1 or 2 chances which he will get, because Arsenal, I believe they have a creativity problem.
Don't you think that the way that Arsenal play will suit him, because they're much more direct and the ball goes forward a lot quicker and it's faster than the more intricate short passes that City do?
No, but if Arsenal didn't score, the one scoring a lot of goals, not because of missed opportunities. A lot of them was a lack of chance creation. Whereby there's certain players, if they don't do it, now Jesus, is he really a chance creator? No, he's normally the guy who gets the ball further up, whereby you'd have a De Bruyne, a Foden, or whatnot supplying him with the balls, right? Whereby at United, at Arsenal, that's why you see even Lacazette was trying to drop into a false 9 kind of role just to be more involved in the game. So the hence I'm saying it's dependent on the next, especially midfielding or wider role. Hence, if they can get a Rafinha, for example, or another creative outlet,
Smoke, they're not getting Rafinha.
Exactly. So I feel as if he might start in a rush, but you're gonna see the same struggles he had at City. Because even Sterling, if Sterling moves, the problem was not the reason why they weren't playing is because whenever they got the chance, they never took them. Because he had runs within the team, but when it comes to clinicalness, unfortunately, Jesus is not that guy. He'll give you energy, he'll press, he'll give you work rates, but he's normally good when he plays with someone else so they can contribute the workload of it. But let's see how he performs at a club where he's the main guy, which is we yet to see. So, but top 4, I don't see them challenging.
Oh no! See, for me, I think it is a great move for Jesus as well. For me,
yes,
because I just feel
for
like
him, yes,
yeah, going into the World Cup. Remember, it's mid-season. I think not only that you're gonna be a regular starter, I feel that the way that they play, also you have Martinelli there as well, so you can actually have a Brazilian linking with Martinelli. I think the way that Arsenal play, the fact that he's worked with Arteta, I think it will suit him more. This is what I believe. I feel Pep held Jesus back. I feel that Jesus had to sort of alter his game, and he had to hold back his kind of natural ability to really try things based on the Pep system. And I've always said, Jesus, this guy has ability. There's a lot of ability in this guy. And I do feel
ability,
like
but
Arsenal,
no output. Not real
output. No. See, now the output, let's now see. Let's now see how good his output can be if he now has a confidence as you're now the... Because I think one of the stipulations he said is that I need to be the starter. And let's be real. Eddie Nketiah ain't starting over your boy.
Wait, wasn't he starting for Brazil? I remember there was a time whereby he was ahead of Firmino.
Like for the Olympics and the qualifiers before the 2018 World Cup, he was the main striker. Like for Tite, Jesus is the main guy, and he's been the main striker under Tite at Brazil because he works well with Neymar and the other guys as well. So, you know.
Yes.
All right, so let me take some of these do base. So RB, your boy's coming for you. RB, so you do know where he played and how he played in Juve. You're a Juve fan. Shake my head. I know you're salty that he left, but let it go, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. But like, if I had to rate scale 1 to 10 of how salty I am, would probably be a solid 8. Like, this guy screwed up our season. Didn't screw up our season, but like, even Chiellini and Bonucci said that it had a big effect. The way he left 3 days before the transfer window, after he said he was staying at the start of the transfer window, like it screwed up the start of our season. It didn't screw up, we screwed up ourselves as well. But Ronaldo leaving when he did, that had an effect. If he'd have left at the start of the transfer window, no Juve fan would care. Like we wouldn't be assaulted.
All right. Ganzo. Factos. Hokage. Cristiano is rubbish. Never been good. Hope he goes so Rash can get back to his level and prove he's clear of Mbappe. Let me just hit this, man.
Damn bloody fool.
That's for that comment, man. Gotta give that thing for that comment.
United fans are sad, man.
Yeah, very sad, and I think a bit strange.
Pogba was right.
Oh, he was right. Okay, so shout out to your boy Sage. CR7 can't even make babies properly. Forgets free kicks. Okay.
That's a red card. That's a red card, bro. That's bad. That's not funny.
Sage, that's a red. That is a red. That's a messed up comment to make. Sage, that's messed up. From your boy Nemo. KSE. Who is KSE? I don't know who that is. Never wanted. Maybe it's Kroenke.
It's Kroenke.
Yeah, Kroenke never wanted to spend until they got full control in 2018. So they've been spending well. I don't know why people are acting like Arteta is a bum like Ole. He's always been a highly rated since he was at City. Now, here's the thing. Okay, I think that's actually a very interesting thing to know that until they got full control, now they want to spend. So cool. That actually makes sense because I think if Arsenal spend, they can say what's up. Arteta, Pep complimenting Arteta after they bomb rush Arsenal shouldn't be taking anything because Pep never compliments teams that beat him. Pep always compliments teams that he beats and destroys. So after Pep has bomb rushed, adopted, Lara Crofted, and prenatal engineered Arsenal, they're like, oh, Arsenal are amazing. Arteta is superb because Pep is a prick. Pep is that kind of a prick.
I remember that game, we beat them 5. And after and press conference, he was like, he's a very good manager, give him time. After 5-0.
What a prick, man. What an asshole, man. What an a-hole, man. All right. Now, this I want to just be very, very brief with this one. Smoke. Kalvin. Wait, hold on. You need to explain this to me, man. Kalvin Phillips. What? Explain this to me.
So Fernandinho left, right? Mm-hmm. And we needed a replacement, like profile of Fernandinho. Someone who plays DM, but is a hybrid of a 6 and 8, has energy, tackles, and better if he plays for England. So we can get that English quota up to allow us to sign more foreign national players.
So okay, so this is an English quota signing, not an actual.
No, it is. It's both. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I've always liked the guy since he was playing for Bielsa as a lone DM. High energy, can play from the back, can switch play on both sides, good passing accuracy. Yeah, he deserves to win a Premier League, so we brought him on board.
Hokage, Kalvin Phillips to Man City. Is this just purely for vibes and English vibes and to pretty much keep my girl Queen Lizzie happy?
Gundogan is leaving, right? I'm pretty sure I saw that Gundogan's leaving, right? So if Gundogan is leaving, yeah, it makes sense. Now they're not the same. I'm not saying that because I'm saying they're the same player, but I mean, I don't think he'd be a starter, right? I don't think you guys would think that either. But in my opinion, he's a solid player because at the Euros, I honestly never heard of a Kalvin Phillips before the Euros, and after the Euros, sure you could say the English midfield is very workmanlike, but he's a pretty nifty player to have. Like if the last day of the season when Man City was playing badly, they took off. I think they took off Bernardo, or I forgot who they brought on and changed the game. I think he's a guy that if someone in Manchester City's midfield is having a bad day, he could come in and inject energy because he's pretty consistent. I mean, for England, I've never seen him have a bad game. He brings a ton of energy in the press. Like, honestly, I'd like to have him at Bayern under Nagelsmann's system because this guy is like a pressing machine. When I saw the Euros, he's insane. He's got insane work rate. And obviously, he wouldn't just be bench player. I think he could actually, start a couple games and challenge the likes of Rodri and stuff so they don't get too comfortable in the squad. So I think this would actually be a solid signing.
You sound like a white guy, Okage.
RB, talk to me, man. Kalvin.
I think he'll be a good. Obviously, he's going to be on the bench, but I think he'll be good for City coming off the bench. But I don't know. Like who was it? Okage said, I've never really seen him have a bad game for England. Like, he's quite consistent, especially under that terrorist Southgate football. That's another story. But no, I think he'll be a good player. I think he'll work out well for him at City.
Vito, are you getting? So it's Kalvin just to keep my girlfriend Queen Elizabeth happy?
If it is, it's smart. If it is, it's very smart because Manchester City's trying to win the hearts of this English media, man. Like,
you can't, Vito. You can't.
We're trying.
Liverpool
We're trying.
have it on lock. Liverpool have the media.
They do. They got it in a headlock.
Yeah.
But maybe if we have a few more of these players on the squad, they're
Foden,
playing.
Kalvin, Stones, Walker.
That's what I'm saying. Sterling. Oh, although, yeah, that's another story.
Yeah. Race tax.
Yeah.
Tax, yeah.
But if that is a strategy, it makes sense. From a footballing standpoint, it makes absolute sense. He fits in. He fits in so well if he's willing to accept this backup role. And it really isn't going to be a backup role if we're going to be playing in all of the matches that we want to play in, right? Everything's going to have an importance when he does hit the pitch. And we've seen it. Rodri can't be – actually, no player can be relied on to play every single game. And I still have my doubts with regards to Manchester City delivering on everything that we want to do if we don't have a complete squad. Because this World Cup schedule, I think, is going to run havoc. And and as fans, I don't think we've truly thought about what it means and the number of games that are going to happen. So if Manchester City is able to say thank you to Fernandinho and bring in another player to support Rodri with Phillips, I'm feeling really good about it.
Eric, Kalvin.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't raise him, HH. I'm sure you don't raise him at all.
Wait,
so
Eric,
Kalvin Phillips is
Eric.
What?
He did IELTS for the Euros, but no,
Okay.
he gets 42% on the eye test.
Okay. I was going to ask a question, but I'll just continue.
Why you don't want to know what Harry Kane gets on the eye test, but we'll continue.
Okay, thanks. I mean, look, you can. I'm sure you won't even want to say anything because you'll just be wrong, and people will roast you in the comments. Kalvin Phillips, he's good. He's a good player. But I think Pep wouldn't buy him because of what he's doing now. I think he would want to improve him. He would see the potential. So I think that would be like a signing for the future. Grealish was less of that. I don't know why Pep spent 100 million to get Grealish. I have no idea.
No, Eric, English tax. He wants to win the hearts and minds of the freaking media. Grealish, white and English. Foden, white and English. You need that white and English tax.
No, Foden was a academy product.
Also, academy, but Grealish, white and English. Kalvin, well, mixed. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm not gonna talk about that. Kalvin Phillips is good. He's good, but he can improve. I don't think he's that good, but I would be concerned if Pep is interested in him because Pep would be able to see the potential, and we know how good a coach Pep is. So that's concerning. I have to be honest. It's a good deal. I don't know what the price would be for him, but
Eric, so Eric, you said Pep is a good coach.
When it
Well,
comes to midfielders, Pep,
he's
Pep, Pep
he
is
improves.
one of the-
You said Pep is a good coach.
Yes, he improves players. Yeah,
Why can't he win a UCL without Messi and Javi Esta?
because
Because
I can't answer that question. I have no idea.
Okay.
He bottles it. He bottles it. That's the answer.
But he's a good
He
coach. But he can't win the
he
UCL
is.
without
He
that.
is.
Without
He's a
Daddy
good
Messi.
coach because he improves players.
Improves
You
players
know?
that can't win the UCL. I get it. Got it. Correct.
No, I
Makes
keep
sense.
telling you, HH. Look, Man City are trying to build history.
Yeah,
You know, it's a very
they're trying to
difficult.
build. It's tough. Yeah,
No,
tough,
it's the
yeah,
truth
yeah.
because I'm sure you remember. Chelsea struggled. We're not as bad as Man City in the chat. We're actually much better than Man City. But
Eric, look, if people pay the referee, what are we supposed to do? In my world,
Yeah.
we won it in 09.
I mean,
won the
you're
league in
right.
09.
That's true. That's true. And the City fans try to like make it look as if it's more of a deal than it was for us, which is like City fans just complain and whine. Chelsea actually had that problem. You know, when you look at the kind of games we had. But the point I'm making is that every team has to start somewhere. So Man City are trying to build that pedigree. They're trying to create something with Pep. You know, so I think it's harsh to just say, oh yeah, because Pep has never won City their first ever Champions League, he's a flop. You know.
I finally agree with you, Eric. You should drop your sources, and you'll be a very
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Talent FC. LL can't digest it. Pep is signing English talent. Shout out to Winston Churchill up the Royal Army. Hey, yeah, shout out to him, but Talent FC, I told you, he said, what's up, man? Why you should go support City? Shout out to your boy Alps. Thank you, Alps. Don't smoke. I am ashamed you don't know more about your signing. Anyways, Phillips is a great signing for City. Perfect for Pep's system. Smart, in-depth signing. Smoke, do you want to respond to this attack on your credibility as a City fan?
we have more than enough time during preseason to see everything about our signing. I bet his club hasn't signed anyone, so I forgive him.
Oh, no. Alps, I think he's a City fan. I think Alps, well, he's either a City fan or a Haaland fan. One of those. I think Alps supports City. All right.
Maybe Alan, not.
Now, RB comes. My guy, my good man. Guys, all right. I'm angry. I say, Hafa, why are you angry? Hafa, you're such a happy guy. You're wearing a Hawaiian jersey. You're always so happy-go-lucky and everything. I'm normally a happy guy. Eric, you know me. I'm a happy guy. Eric, am I not a happy guy? Yeah, I'm a nice guy. You know, if people see me in the streets, I'm like, hey, what up? You know, I'm a nice guy. But I become sometimes things make me sick because there's something I saw that broke my heart. You know, like how what's it called? Padme. So like what's called Padme and what's Revenge of the Sith that died of a broken heart. I was like, what the hell? Now I actually understand it right now. I understand. I think I had my heart when I saw it. I was like, oh, you know, it was bad. Guys, I'm going to show you an image that made me collapse on the floor, and then it made me, and the ambulance had to come and I had to be rushed to the hospital. This is how shocking it is. So, warning, make sure that there's nothing sharp around it because this will shock you. So please, have you been warned? When I show this image will shock you. And I'm gonna be very angry. Now, I don't want to really veer too much, but you see, guys, I believe Bayformers is one of the worst films of all time. Bayformers is trash. Bayformers 2 is trash. The Last Jedi is the worst film I've ever seen in the cinema. Awful crap film. Pearl Harbor is garbage as well. Even these pieces of nonsense, Rise of Skywalker, the Brick Awakens, The Rise of Bricks, The Last Brick, all that crap. At least I see 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. 1.0 out of 10. Because some Boychester divided fans have nothing better to do in their lives than to sit in their mom's basement using their mom's electricity with boxer shorts that they are borrowing off a bum on the street while they use a laptop that they stole and they're going and creating fake accounts, putting 1 out of 10. That's how sad people are. RP Comps, I'm going to ask you a double-barreled question. First thing is that what do you make of the negative response to the second most talented midfielder of his generation, second only to your boy Marco? And also, can you tell me why, try and change my viewpoint that Juventus is actually a good move for Pogba, specifically the midfield around him? Talk to me, RP Comps.
3 words. Pogba will cook.
Hey, someone can count. Shout out to the other guy who couldn't even not count the last time.
Next season. And all those Pogba haters, they're gonna be real quiet. That's what I'm gonna say. And the reason why Pogba to Juventus makes sense is because when Pogba feels loved, that's when he plays his best football. At France, or like in the national team, when he's loved, he performs. And at United, look at what he has to play with. I'm not comparing Iniesta to Pogba, but put Iniesta in that United team. He's got to play with Fred and McTominay. At Juve, he's going to be playing with Zakaria and Locatelli. I'm not saying they're perfect. Obviously, they're not perfect. Well, they're levels ahead.
They are better. It is better.
Levels. And he's at a club where he feels loved. And he's playing under a coach where he's played before. So I think it's going to work out. And the documentary, the fact that it's got 1 star, I mean, yeah, it's obvious that literally every single one of those reviews is from United fans. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a stack. Every single one of those reviews is from a United fan. Let's be real.
No, but think about, what did he say that could have angered him? Okay, he didn't accept the contract and so forth. He thought it was too low. It is what it is. Why then do you the documentary was a whole thing. So you just pick that one moment, but you ignore the stuff about his kids. It shows you how stupid these fans are. So you pick the moment that he sent that he rejected however much money, but you also see him getting food and giving food to people out on the streets, giving people to stuff on the poor and so forth, and how he's a really good family man and so forth. But because you're such bum-ass pieces of crap, trash, tribalistic, loserish, moronic, sad, basement-dwelling losers, you just focus on, he rejects United and so forth. Is this where we are right now? I mean, okay, but UCL, do you really believe that Pogba, how much? Because, yes, Zakaria and so forth, you lost Dybala, you lost Kulusevski. Do you still believe that Pogba is enough to really make you go deep in the UCL? In the direction of Pogba, or do you need more pieces?
I mean, Dybala was never, apart from Barcelona and Spurs, what did he do in the UCL? But anyway, that's another story. Pogba, with or without Pogba, we're not getting semis, or we're not getting semis. Next season, I just want quarters. That's all I want. I want to get past the round of 16. That's all I want. Break that curse. That's literally all I want. But in terms of Pogba, I think could be good enough to take us to the quarters, maybe. With or without Pogba, I don't know. I don't really see us going far in the UCL. Major signings.
Are you even going to get any more midfielders around him, or are you just rolling with Pogba, Zakaria, and Locatelli in that midfield 3?
I think we are getting another midfielder, but I don't know who it is. But there are rumours that the management are looking at another midfielder. But again, I've got no idea. I think it's Paredes. We're going for another one. But I'm not too sure.
Okay. All right. Okay, Mikey, what do you say, man? Pogba. And first, the hate on the documentary and Pogba at the season.
Well, United fans are doing 2 things nowadays. They're checking when Frankie de Jong is going to sign, which might take 3 years, and they're hating on this documentary. It's just this is how sad United fans have become. I'm not saying it's all United fans, by the way, but most of the United fan base, this is what they're pretty much doing.
Graham Souness, don't forget Graham Souness.
Yeah, Graham Souness as well. My God, that was a big hater of Pogba.
Serie and his friends, yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. Remember, I told you, HH, I think this is a good move for Pogba. He's going to be the face of the Juve rebuild project. He's going to bring them maybe back to the glory days of winning the Scudetto. Actually going to get an interesting Serie A race next season between the Milan clubs and Juventus. I'm very, very interested in it. But that midfield still. Locatelli, Zakaria, shout out my boy Weston McKinney. Rabiot. Actually, by the way, Rabiot's linked to Chelsea. You can use him.
Mike.
You can have him.
He can play. He can play left
Mike.
wing back as well.
Mike.
He can play left wing back.
Mike.
But I think this is a good move for Pogba. I know you disagree. That you think that PSG was the right move for the brand and this sort of stuff, but he needs to go back where he is loved, and that is Juventus.
And then that's one thing. This is definitely an emotional move.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that a problem, this just being a purely emotional move about going to where I'm low rather than going to a place where I can still form a proper challenge?
Yes.
Because I think what that documentary showed me, and his brother even said that Pogba is very sensitive. Fine, everybody is different and so forth. But Mino Raiola did say PSG is the move that should make him go. Or do you think it's just a case of like, life is too short to be happy?
Possibly. Maybe he just wants to be happy. He's been through a depression for the last 6 years at United, only winning the Europa League and FA Cup. Maybe he just needs some happiness in his life, and maybe going back to winning league titles with Serie, with Juventus, and maybe challenging for the Champions League. Who knows, in 4 or 5 years? We don't know where Juventus are going to go, but he's going to play with Chiesa. I like that. Vlahovic, I like that. But Juventus are still not a good team, and they're managed by an absolute dinosaur in Allegri. This guy, all he knows is a 4-4-2 formation and low block nowadays. That's Allegri. Back in 2017-15, he actually played some good football. Now, it is depressing to watch Juventus. It really is. They couldn't do anything against, I think it was against Torino in the Turin derby. They couldn't do anything.
Allegri
Allegri.
2022, man. Let's talk about it.
Look at what Allegri has to work with. Look what he has to work with. Like,
Yeah,
tell
but his
me.
tactics are not that great.
No, they're not.
No.
His tactics are great.
Okay, Abby comes. The pieces that Allegri has and the pieces that Gasperini has with Atalanta, which pieces are better? Because I believe that Gasperini is doing more with less as opposed to what Allegri is doing. So I do think that it's about the manager.
Atalanta fell off like a train this season.
No. But last few years and so forth, look at what he's been able to do with Atalanta with much less. Look, they were always going to fall off because who the hell did they have? And they lost Romero and they're losing guys. But the fact is that for the last few years, he's had much less to work with than Juve have had. Atlanta have never been able to even come close to the pieces that they've had. So my thing though is that because are we still rating Allegri in 2022, 23? Is that what we're doing?
I'll give him one more season. One more season, I'll give Allegri. And if he disappoints, then he can leave.
RB comes. Do you think you guys can win the Serie A this season with the team you have?
I think it all depends on who else we get in the transfer market. But I think we can 100% we can compete, because what screwed us over this season was the first 5 games. The first 5 games screwed us over. Because we were actually, I think it was 11 points behind Inter, and then we brought it back to 4 points. So we proved that we can compete even this season. Even this season, we competed. So I don't know. I think we can. I think we can definitely win the Scudetto this upcoming season.
Well, if you have Bernardeschi right wing, I don't think you're going to win the league.
Oh, he's leaving, man. Bernardeschi's leaving, man.
Is he leaving?
That guy, he ain't leaving.
He's out.
Hokage, Pogba. First of all, why they hate for him in the documentary, and do you think Pogba to Juve can pop off?
I think it's a pogmentary, actually. It's not a documentary, but I think it's kind of just a meme. I know a couple of my friends literally just went on, made accounts to give it 1 star just for fun, just to be like, ha ha ha, Pogba. But yeah, I don't know. The hate from Man U fans is it's I get why they feel the way they feel, because the expectations for Pogba's time at Manchester United was much higher than the conditions he's leaving in now. So that's where the hate comes from. Also, because Pogba was instigating with the fans a little bit at the end of the season and just puffing his chest out and going against the hate. But that shows that he still cares, in my opinion. So that's not a bad thing. But at Juventus, it's weird because Juventus's squad, there's quality players, but it kind of just isn't. There's not world-class quality. There's good players, but there isn't anything there aren't that many special players. Even in the midfield, you guys mentioned Zakaria and Locatelli. Zakaria is all right, you know what I mean? Locatelli's good. We saw what he could do with Well, he was having a good second half of the season, I'm pretty sure, and then we saw what he could do with Italy at the Euros when he was coming off the bench and playing sometimes. So in midfield, I guess he has some support. Now, RB said Paredes might come in. I don't really rate. Paredes is another one. Like, he's a good player, but is he that player to take you to the next level? You know what I mean? Like, he's not no Pirlo. They're not, and they need to. And I'm guessing that's the goal, to get back to a midfield where they have players at the close to that Pirlo level. That took you to a Champions League, 2 Champions League finals in like 3 years, I think it was. So yeah, I just think the Juventus squad lacks a little quality in the midfield, and then they have some sorting out to do in the back. But when I look at the squad and the lack of quality, the Kulusevski deal makes less and less sense for me. Like, how do you let go of Kulusevski, man? Like, Kulusevski, Vlahovic, and Chiesa, that's a money front three, in my opinion. I know Kulusevski.
Like, I reckon, didn't Kulusevski score the winning goal in that Coppa Italia final last season?
Did. No, he did. But I'm not gonna lie, Kulusevski was awful. He was absolutely garbage for us. I'm not even gonna. He was useless for us, completely useless. So at the time, I thought it was the right decision. Obviously, it wasn't, because he's gone on to ball for Spurs, but he was absolutely horrible for us.
EPL tax? Are we saying there's an EPL tax?
Maybe. No, but I'm just saying about he was poor for us. He was poor. He was really bad. So at the time, I thought it was a good decision, but I don't know. It is what it is.
So when we come to Veto, you shared this thing to me, and I need you to explain this image, because maybe I missed this in the doc. So did Pogba actually say this in the documentary?
This is shared amongst us Manchester City fans. I cannot prove nor deny that it exists, but I encourage all of you to go back and watch the doc with the subtitles. The reason why it's got this 1 star is because Pogba's telling United fans what it is. He's sharing the light on what his experience was, because obviously everyone's only or the majority have heard it from the media's point of view. You know, the leaks from the agent, they haven't heard it from Pogba, right? Pogba often got cursed out for if his agent is talking, Pogba must approve this, must be putting the message out. If his brother or family's talking, then no, he's an individual, they're an individual. They want the best for Pogba, so they're going to speak out, and he's just letting everyone know what it is. Now, I don't think that this reference is going to be over the head of most, but if it is, you all will do your research. But in my group chat, I do have some very Dr. Umar-like friends. And once they saw who Pogba settled down with, they're like,
okay.
His problem is his problem. Now, I don't agree with it. But for my Dr. Umar-like friends, they were like, he's going to have problems. I want the best for Pogba. I told you on the previous stream, I wanted Pogba at City.
So love is love. Love is...
I agree.
You're gonna join 2 fan bases together.
Yeah.
Right. Press resistant composure right here. I wanted Pogba at City. I thought he would have been great. What is missing from him? What is it? What is the mentality? What is it within his world that doesn't have him looking to be that guy? I can't put my finger on it. But because of that, and because of this poison that's happened at Manchester United, he has to go somewhere to feel love, to be comforted, and to feel protected. And going to Juve just makes the most sense. Don't go somewhere new. Don't go somewhere where you don't necessarily trust those around you. Go to where you felt comfortable. We all maybe have moments where we're feeling stressed, and what do? Go and buy the cereal that we grew up eating. Comfort
Crunchy
food.
nuts, man. Crunchy nuts for the crunchy nuts, man. Crunchy nuts.
You know what I mean? We go for what's comfortable. We put on music that brings back good memories. We play a video game that kind of brings us nice and chill. We go to what we know. He's going to Juventus. It's what he knows. Is the Pogba that we... sorry, is the Pogba that we all saw? Damn, he's a star. He's going to go far. Will he come back? That's the question we're going to have to wait and see.
And that's as literally the question I was going to ask is that Pogba as Juve, do we now go back to be like, that's now one of the best midfielders in the world? That's what I want to know. Or is it a case of like, it's a Serie tax? Because you could look at the whole Lukaku thing, and Lukaku is doing the same thing as well, going back to Inter and what you know. And when Lukaku had his season, last 2 seasons, guys are, this guy's top 5 based on double figures in goals and assists. So if Pogba goes in and just goes crazy in his Serie, do we now start respecting Pogba that, man, he's that freaking dude, man? But you know, the danger is, my fear is that did he leave it too late? He needed to leave in 2018 after the World Cup. After he won the World Cup, that was the precise point he needed to leave. But he subscribed to Disney Plus. He subscribed to Disney Plus, and he believed in the Disney Plus story of like, I know United, I want to come back, make it right. And so I was like, no, United is a poisonous place. It's poison. It ruins people. It destroys careers, you know. And he needed us to bite the bullet and be like, Disney Plus is going to happen. I need to make that move right now. I mean, but RB comes. So you're saying as Pogba, do you believe Pogba is going to finally be respected for the player that he is when he now joins Juve?
I think so, yeah. No. I think he will. I think he's going to, like I said, I think he's going to cook, and I think he's going to be respected. Not by United fans, obviously, but I think he will be respected.
One
more thing. Also, you say to PSG, I'm pretty sure PSG fans, they put a sign outside their stadium or something saying, we don't want you here. I mean, who would want to go?
But those are the extremists. The extremists.
Well, look, my thing is, I would still have picked PSG, but I understand the Juve move because the PSG move. There's still a lot of expectation there. And also remember, these guys are now moving in a different direction of like, all right, no more of that messing up. We now need guys to now say what's up. And I think it's what Vase even said. Once you've been through such a bad situation, go to what you know. Go to what you know. Like, let me just go back to something that's I know and I know well, and let me just sort of just pick up myself and get my confidence. But rather than, will this work? Will this not work? Okay, new surroundings. Juve, I know the dressing room. I know the kids man. I know the cleaning lady. I know the fans. I know the setup. I know Allegra. Boom, this is fun for me.
The thing though is, I see the same problem that Pogba has, similar to Neymar's one, right? Whereby the moves were made out of sentiment than more footballing decisions, right? Like for example, when Neymar left for PSG, it wasn't from a footballing sense of it. It was more of I didn't get the recognition that I deserve, and everything was going to Messi instead of me. Because even after that remontada, which against PSG, which Neymar was actually the star of, the next day the papers had actually a picture of Messi instead of Neymar. So out of it's more like moves made out of frustration or you trying to prove a point, right? Similar to what you call this here. To Pogba coming back to United was more of the romance story of the club which he left. He's gonna come and he's gonna make it great again, right? And another thing is Pogba and Neymar. I feel as if they don't have footballing people around them, people who've played the game at a high level, who can be their mentors and give them proper guidance of, okay, at this stage of your career, these are the mistakes I've made. These are the things to look out for and whatnot. And you could see that he's had the similar kind of comfort that Neymar has had at PSG. That your team is not doing well, but you're not doing anything about it, right? Hence, even now going back to Juve, it's more of going back to your comfort zone. So it's like you're looking for the feelings of comfort and love. And normally you get this around prodigies, whereby you're a prodigy at a young age. So what you're used to is praise instead of criticism, right? Because if you see the biggest faults with these two players, Neymar, and because even Neymar saying you wanted to quit football, these guys are not used to criticism. They're used to being people just blowing kisses up their ass. everything they do, like, no, you are great and whatnot. Whereby if you look at a Ronaldo and a Messi, right? Look at their mindset. For example, the biggest example is Messi at PSG. You don't see him doing a Lukaku saying, shit. I'm normally used to pulling out these crazy numbers. Since I didn't do it now, let me run away or let me look for an easier path out. No, these guys are like, no, I'm an elite footballer. I'm used to overcoming things in my life, and I'll find a way to get over this. And so you can have the talent, but without that elite mentality, you can only go so far. And that's why when Arbicom said Pogba will cook, that's not the end of the sentence. The question is, cook what? Because you can cook and burn things, right?
Smoke.
Because the thing is, the Juventus is going to, it's not the Juventus he left, where you had Marquisio, you had Vidal, and all of that will allow you to. No, when he's going there, he's going to be playing with, okay, Locatelli is a decent, Zakaria, no, man, come on.
Nah, Zakaria is good, man. He's good.
Compared to what, man? He's good compared to what?
He was good at Gladbach, and when he came in,
that's Bundesliga, man. Come on.
Is his injuries? That's his only thing.
But one thing is, would you compare a Zakaria to a Marquisio or Vidal?
No, obviously not.
Exactly.
So we're now, it's in a very interesting situation because it's like this now the debate thing. So on one hand, Zakaria and Locatelli are much better than Fred and Scott making sauce, but they're not as good as Vidal, Marquisio, or as Kante or Matuidi.
I'm saying he could have went to PSG. Mm-hmm. I feel as if adding a Pogba to a Verratti and whatever they have there is way better.
Oh yeah, for
especially
sure.
if the ambition was, let me show that I can still compete at a high level and win a Champions League. Because Pogba still hasn't won a Champions League.
It's the same story with PSG, like Champions League last year.
I think they're in a better position to win than Juve.
But see, when you watch the documentary, the Juve move, it makes sense because you're looking at a guy who is very sensitive, is very much hot with regards to how his image has taken a hit playing at Man United. So he's like, the next move I've got to pick very carefully. And at PSG, it's like there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen. You have Neymar is there, thing is there, but Juve it's a safer option. It's safe.
But I know, and he also talked about how when he leaves the game and he goes home, he doesn't want anything. He doesn't want to hear anything about a game. He doesn't want to hear anything about football. He just wants to. That's that. I'm home. If he goes to PSG, all his family's around him. He's not going to have the same. He's not going to have the same ability to kind of isolate and be secluded.
But the thing is, the greatest footballers have those things to deal with, and they deal with them well. Because it's more like you're trying to find the easy way out. Because it's all about how far do you want to go. Because the depth you want to go has its own challenges.
I mean, small. I mean,
and it's old.
It is. It is. No, Smoke. I mean, like, you're not lying. You're not lying. It is what it is, man. You're not lying because I'm with you. I said again, PSG is the move. Go to PSG, deal with the pressure, and put that pressure on yourself to try and help them win a Champions League. Put that pressure on yourself. As Juventus, unless Juventus go crazy in the transfer market, I just think that Juventus are a lot further away from winning the Champions League and really making a massive impact for Europe. But here's the thing, though. For Pogba, I need to get my brand back up. I need to remind people that I'm still a top player. So this could still work from Pogba's point of view and his point of view in a very egotistical individual, which is that, what if I go and have an amazing season? And you say, oh my, did you see what Pogba did against Atlanta? Oh, did you see what Pogba did against Roma? Oh, did you see what Pogba did against Inter? Oh, geez, look at this goal that he scored. And it's like retweeted on Twitter. It's retweeted. It's like, oh, did you see that goal? Did you see that pass? Hey, that Pogba is back. People are not talking about me. People are now respecting me. Not the same way that has been happening in the last 6 years at Man United.
But it would make sense if it was a 1-year contract. Because Pogba is like 29. He's going to 30. Realistically speaking, once you get to your 30... Come again?
He's 28. I think. Oh no,
So
sorry,
he's
no,
29.
He's 29.
He's 29. I thought he was 28.
He's turning 29. Right.
Yeah.
So at the age of 29, and as a midfielder, you are way in your peak. Right. So realistically speaking, like once, let's say it's a 2-3 year deal, right? He's now in his early 30s. Even unless if you're going the social media route, like you want to be like a Ronaldo. Hence I'm saying it's not a footballing decision. Right, it's more of or on a but if at the end of the day, if that's all he sees, because with us, the fans, we saw his potential
Yeah.
and the talent. Same thing we're saying about Neymar, whereby as much as you can make so much money, but you were supposed to be the next big thing.
Yeah, okay, so let me hit this dope. So, guys, please hit that like button, guys. We've got 300 dudes in here. Please, mods, gamers, guys, hit the like button. It helps to put the video arithmetic up. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. So, shout out to your boy David T. So, all film critics are now United fans. No, but most United fans went and gave it a 1 out of 10. That's the whole point. So it was most United fans who gave that whole thing a 1 out of 10, which is the facts we're trying to say, bro. David C, go back to your parent club, please. Thank you. Talent FC, thank you for the dub. The documentary was good. Bombchest United fans are mentally unstable since 2013. They attacked Lingard on TikTok and put De Jong with McFred. Put De Jong with McFred, and I'll laugh when he flops. Look, I think United fans, they're not being realistic, man. And if United twerk and Cardi B themselves for De Jong and shove him with Fred Flintstone and Scott McSauce, it's going to be failure yet again, and at an even greater level. And please, United fans, stop saying De Jong is world class because he ain't. He ain't. He's good, he ain't world class, so please stop it. Dajo RF. Thanks for the dub, Dajo. Serie will be actually really interesting next season. Milan, Inter, Juve, with underdogs like Atalanta, Roma, Napoli, and Lazio. Fourth plan. Look. So Milan are going to secure Origi next week. Most likely, Dybala is going to move to Inter, we assume.
It's not happening, by the way.
No, it's off.
It's off.
No.
He might go to Milan now.
It's not happening.
So where is Dybala going? Or is
Milan.
Dybala just...
No, it might not even be going Milan. That's the thing. Like, no top club wants Dybala because he's
Yeah, his wages are crazy.
Roma out of that HH. Uncle Moyne ain't competing for anything besides the Conference League again.
Wait, smoke. Eric, would you take dibs?
HH, can I add one more thing that's going to be interesting about the Serie A next season? Do you remember the old Milan owner, Berlusconi? He's back. He's back with his team Monza. They got promoted to the Serie A. So Berlusconi is back.
Berlusconi is back?
Yes.
Shout out Sylvia, man. Shout out my your boy Sylvia. What's it called? Shout out to man David T on loan at Real Madrid. The moment Pogba and Jose split was the moment Player FC took over United. Many players got little supporter groups. It divided a club, hence the hate. I always said that Nkrumah was the last guy that won a trophy for Man United, and United screwed over with the way that they did not fully support Mourinho. And what Mourinho said about United, it came true. Football heritage, man. It came true. So the way that United treated Mourinho was disgusting. For a guy that, and he's still the last guy that actually won you guys a major trophy. So, like I said, United is a mess. United is a complete mess. And you would be stupid if you're a young, up-and-coming star player and you want to go to United because it's the last club you want to go to. Shout out to your boy Harty Momo. Shout out Harty Momo. Fabio Vieira, Gabriel Jesus, Rafinha, Lisandro Martinez, Yuri Tillemans, and young French player of the year, Saliba. The league is spooked. Guys, are we afraid of Arsenal? Are Arsenal?
Arteta text. They don't have a serious
bro.
match.
I don't do anything, man. Arsenal,
man.
in the DNA.
Yeah. Also, Arsenal moments. It's like, wait, Arsenal, did you say that top four was a done deal? I thought you said top four was a done deal. What happened to that? Look, if the signings are good though, but
They are.
it's like basically it's like giving It's like giving a lightsaber to a freaking porcupine. Cool. It's an amazing lightsaber. Last I checked, porcupines don't have any hands. So I don't know how a porcupine is supposed to hold a lightsaber and so forth. Unless the porcupine has the force, which I don't think it does. So I don't know. shout out to your boy Alps. Shout out to your boy Alps. Kamavinga is better than Pogba will ever. Look, mates. Look, no.
It's a yellow
Just
card,
look.
man.
Just no. Timothy Munsu, yo HH, the GOAT analyst. What if PSG paid the papers to put Messi in the covers instead of Neymar in order to scheme his exit? There's nothing PSG can do if a guy's under contract. And Neymar is a guy who'll be like, oh, you won't play me? I'm just going to chill out on the yacht knowing that I'm getting this 1 million a week and so forth. Neymar would be very happy to go out, party, enjoy himself while knowing that
They're
he's
talking
making
about
money.
when PSG when Neymar was at Barca. Remember, I was
Oh,
explaining to
sorry.
you. Yeah. After that comeback against PSG.
Tim, that's way too much of a conspiracy. Come on, no, that's way too much of a conspiracy. That's no. For me, that was a Barca thing because Messi is Barcelona. No. See, that whole remontada thing, that was just Messi's Barca. Messi's Barca. So every time that Barca succeeded, Messi would always be the face, basically just what he was for Barcelona. Hence why, as I said again, I understood Neymar wanting to leave. It made sense. It made sense because he knew that no matter what I do, Messi will always get the plaudits and Messi will always get the praise. So I understood Neymar leaving. I understood that. So this is what it is. But no. I don't. Nah. PSG. No. See, that is like that's super like freaking all the president's men conspiracy. Shout out to Talents FC, man. David L. Pogba wanted to leave in 2019 and 2022, and the club refused. United fans hate the Glazers but behave otherwise, blaming players since 2013. No, look, I think many United fans are realizing that, look, there is no point in blaming. Like, you have to just blame the players. And I think United fans, they have finally done said, no, these players are maybe trash. Because how many managers do you want to go through? Because I dare United fans, if Ten Hag starts not saying what's up, to not say, oh, the Ten Hag is wrong for it. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare put it on thingy before. All right. Hokage, man. Is your mic working there, Hokage?
Yeah.
The ski. What is the situation? Because the situation, as I see it, is this. Salihamidzic and Khan says, July 12th, report for training. Sharp! 9 a.m. sharp, report for training July 12th. But we heard that Barca, I think, I think it was like a 35 or 40 mil bid. So I'm thinking that maybe Bayern are waiting for 50 or 55. So do you believe that Bayern have a price, and once Barca meet that price, they will sell Lewandowski? Or is it a case of like, oh, no. We're still going to keep on Lewandowski because we still have plans for him moving forward? Or is it a case of like, Barca, you meet that price, he's yours?
The price is 50 million. Now, Salihamidzic and Oliver Kahn will come out and say, we're keeping Lewandowski for next season because they already know, like, Barca knows the price tag they have. They're not going to come out and say it themselves. But I think if they hit the 50 million mark, whether it be 50 million with add-ons or 45 million with like 5 million add-ons or whatever, 50 million is 50 million, and we'll take that at Bayern. And I think we'll take that for Lewandowski. And I think the situation. I'm glad the situation died down because the route Lewandowski was taking like 3 weeks ago was wild. Like he was going to destroy his whole legacy at the club. And I'm glad it died down. And listen, if the 50 million offer comes in, he's gone. And maybe even if it's close enough, and Lewandowski's already on his hands and knees twerking for Barcelona. So like he can't really do much more unless he starts coming out and like just slandering the club and insulting players to make it just that bad. Then we would have to sell him because that's just ridiculous. But yeah, as long as the right amount of money comes in, he'll leave. And if the right amount doesn't, I'm not sure. Like if I think the transfer window closes beginning of August or middle of August. I forget when the transfer window closes.
End of
If
August.
the end of August. Yeah. So if the transfer by the time the deadline day comes and we haven't gotten 50 million from Barcelona, I'm interested to see, okay, well, Lewandowski is really adamant about leaving. Will we let him go? Because obviously, like you've been reiterating, keeping an unhappy player with a young coach, with if we want to make that step to post Lewandowski, I feel like this is the right time. Because we just got Mane, and if Gnabry extends, we have Coman and Sané tied down for another 4 or 5 years. You know, we're bolstering the squad. I think this is a good time to transition. And as I was saying before, when it's just we need to do whatever Nagelsmann wants, because if not, now Nagelsmann would obviously want Lewandowski, but I truly believe like it got to a point where Lewandowski was kind of just ghosted out of the attack. Like he's not involved with the build-up. He's kind of there to just score goals, which sure, Lewandowski is an amazing goal scorer, but he's not just a goal scorer. Like Benzema, the amazing season having, but people saying, oh, Benzema plays like this, Lewandowski just scores goals. No, he doesn't. Lewandowski, remember the 1920 season, the way he was linking up with Gnabry, Muller, all these guys. This guy is as good as Benzema in the build-up of attack. Now, I'd say Benzema's a little better because sometimes it just looks like Benzema already has 2 things picked out in his mind that he's going to do, and you can't stop it. So in the build-up, I'd say, Benzema's better, but
no, but
yeah,
actually,
and
let me ask you this before I go to guys. God's feeling: does Lewandowski stay or does he go to Barcelona? What do you think happens? What do you think happens?
I think because Barca fans are telling me they're gonna get the money come July. I forget the date, but they're saying they're gonna get.
Casey, these guys are lies, man. These guys are lies.
I mean, Abdul is telling me, "Oh no, bro, 500 million for CCTV, blah blah blah." I'm like, all right, bro. I'll believe it when I see.
They still owe Man City. These guys owe about 5 different clubs and so forth for this money and so forth. So
yeah, no, and I think that's another stipulation.
And also, we'll see. Tell Khan and Salihamidzic that you want the money up front in full. Don't agree to installments.
I think you reacted to it I think it's true that they want the money up front because we don't trust Barcelona, bro. These guys were just 2 billion, 3 billion quadrillion in debt, man. Like, how can we trust these guys? So give us the money up front and boom, have him, and we'll move on, and we'll get working on the post Lewandowski era because it's just ridiculous the state their club was in.
No, because Barca are the kind of guys where if you say installments, you're like, okay, cool. And then you call 6 months later and you're like, ring. Say, oh, hi, sorry, this is the Chinese takeaway. Can I take your orders? Like, Chinese takeaway, excuse me? That's the kind of stuff that Barca will really pull, but so forth.
So my gut feeling is, I think as long as if they give us that money, he's gone. Now, it depends on the money. I think I got Lewandowski on my back. I love Lewandowski. He's got on the back of the shirt, but I think it's just time. Like, we need to get ready for post Lewandowski, and I think for Lewandowski, cool. You did all this stuff with Bayern. Now, if he goes to La Liga, and now Real Madrid got his way better than Barcelona's, and Barcelona all these fantasy signings. But if he does something in La Liga, that does a pretty big thing for his legacy. And I really want to see Lewandowski, Benzema, El Clasico. It'll add a little bit of spice. El Clasico has kind of been missing for the past couple of seasons.
So do you need to get a new jersey after the ski goes?
No, it'll just be retired. I gotta go get a Kimmich one.
I don't know. Smoke. As I told you, like once Hazard retires, well, the Hazard Chelsea jersey is going up in the rafters, man, 100%. Eric, talk to me, man. Lewandowski, does this Barca move make sense? Does this Barca move make sense? And how much do you think Bayern could miss Lewandowski, or do you think they need to just move on rather than just saying, "Oh no"? Or do you think that it's time move on from Lewandowski? And for Barca, is this the kind of guy that's, Lewandowski at Barca, okay, now let's not start looking at Barca or Javi?
I think that Bayern have to move on. They don't have a choice. When a player wants to leave your club, and the player is so high profile like Lewandowski is one of the best ever players. I think definitely one of the most successful ever players they've had. So, if somebody of that status wants to leave and is not happy, it's bad in every sense to leave him and make him stay. That would be a disaster. So you don't want a situation where he starts doing things that make people wonder what's going on, because Bayern Munich are a well-run club. They don't want the kind of attention that they've been getting. Mm-hmm. So they will try to move him on and just continue what they don't really need him to win the league. He would just help them win the league in more style, and that's not taking anything away from what he's done. Obviously, they did win the treble as well, but they don't need him to win the league, so they can make do without him. Sell him. I don't know this thing with Barcelona, man. I don't know what they're doing. Like, do you have the money or do you not have the money? I don't understand.
They have the money.
Seems like everybody's linked with these guys, man. And we're just watching
Eric,
was
Barca censor is that they are filthy lies. They don't have any money, man.
I don't know. Look, that club is a fun. It's a very. I'm not going to speak about
Eric, I
Barcelona.
told you they don't have any money, man. They just start their line.
Okay, yeah, they know what they're doing anyway. I'm sure they have some money somewhere. We're not gonna. We don't need to know where it came from. Yeah, he would be a good, obviously a huge improvement. I don't know how it was gonna work with Aubameyang, but I'm sure they can figure it out. Aubameyang used to be a winger, right? So maybe they can sort something out. Xavi, not good enough for me. He's just not. They're not gonna win the league anytime soon. They just won't. So at least it will improve them in the short term. They can challenge with him in there. But he made a big mistake. He should have come to Chelsea. I don't know why he's wasting time with these clubs that are not doing
Xavi.
anything. I'm talking about Lewandowski.
Lewandowski should have went to Chelsea.
He chose the easy way out. Yeah, he should have come to a more difficult league and shown any kind of doubt. I don't know if there are many doubters, but there are people who doubt him, I think. Some people think like people like Harry Kane are better than him. So I think he
Sounds
made an easy he went for the easy move, the easy option, which I get, and it's fair enough, do whatever he wants, he doesn't want to play in England. But for me, he should have come to the Premier League and he would have been a fantastic option for Chelsea. So it's an opportunity missed. I don't think he will stay. No matter what happens, he's not going to stay at Bayern. So yeah, all the best to him.
What about like if Barca don't come up with 50 mil, then he's staying at Bayern?
No, he's not. No, he can. I mean, is that what he said? Did he say he's staying?
No.
Eric.
If Barca don't pay the 50 mil, which is what Bayern are demanding, then you have to stay. You have to pay 50 mil.
Maybe, or another club can come in, and he might move. He might change his mind. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, anyway, I have to go. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Eric, nice one. Smoke.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Barca recently had to go to Australia to play some friendlies in order to pay player salaries?
Smoke. Here's the thing. If Barca pay upwards of 100 million, I'm snitching to the UN, to FIFA, and to UEFA. I told you, snitching has now come into fashion in 2020.
I think you should link up with the La Liga presidents. Then you're both in control. You can complain about us, City, PSG, and Barca at the same time.
Oh yes. You guys as well, for sure. I mean, Mikey, what do you say, man? I mean, Lewandowski, Barca does this move make sense? And do you think that this is eventually gonna happen?
It's inevitable that this transfer will happen. I think they're just waiting for the super chat money to come to the accounts. I think that's what they're waiting for Barca. I think they got a lot of dubs from that. They just didn't drop the brick. That was the problem for Laporte. But I think it's inevitable because Lewandowski, he's clearly stated he's not happy with the situation at Bayern Munich. He only wants to go to Barca. All right, if you want to just go to Barca, then that's the only situation that Khan and Salihamidzic can deal with. So it's a bit of a tricky position for Bayern that they have an unhappy player. They keep saying he's going to come to training on July 12th or whatever date it is. He's going to show up. But what are you going to do with Lewandowski? You bought Mane. You have Lewandowski. Who's going to be the striker? Okay, maybe Mane can play left wing in the Bundesliga, but I don't think he can play striker in the Champions League. That's just my opinion from a Liverpool fan. So it's inevitable that this transfer will happen. What's the price? It looks like Bayern, they're very strict with their transfer policies, and if they want 50 million, they will get 50 million. And it's just a matter of Barca. You got to get the money and pay it up. That's pretty much it.
Michael, you're a Liverpool fan?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah.
Trust me. What I was gonna say when we were discussing about Kalvin Phillips, that my midfield, boy, God. You could bring Kalvin Phillips and Gundogan, and I could bring Curtis Jones and Oxlade-Chamberlain off the bench. It's not a fair fight.
Wait,
life is difficult. Life is not easy. Yeah.
It's tough. Wait, Arby, what are you saying about the ski and Barca, man?
Like Mikey said, I think it's inevitable that he will go to Barca. Like, he's going to go to Barca. It's going to happen. But what is it? 50 million? 50 million? You said Bayern are asking 50 million. Yeah, 50 million. You see, I don't know if Barca are going to pay it. I think they will, and I think they will end up paying it. But it's going to take time.
But RP, where are they getting this money from?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I do not know.
Vaitsoman, where are these filthy stinking lads who basically steal money from people from India sending super chats? How are they supposed to get them? Unless the super chats amounts to 50 mil and so forth. Where is this money coming from?
I don't know, and I'm a Manchester City fan, so I'm a proven accountant. I can't seem to figure out where this money's coming from. It's Barca, and I hear too much that they're too big to fail. They're an establishment. They're a religion, so they're gonna find the money somehow. It's inevitable. Lewandowski going there. I've said it before, man. Going to Barca is nice. He can kick up his feet, enjoy the weather. He's been in Germany for all this time. I do like how he's playing ball, though. I do like how he's made a point to say, "I'm out of here. Like, I want out. Figure it out. I want out." It's something that many players haven't done, even when we look back just a couple of seasons ago with Kane. So they're going to find a way to get him out of there, because if he stays, it's going to be a problem at that club. It's going to be poisonous. It's going to rot everything, and they don't need him. They're going to win the league without him. They've won it 10 in a row. They don't need him. Yeah, they would need him for the UCL, but they don't need him for the league.
No.
So he's gone, man. And like you, I'll be following all your tweets to see where the money's coming from.
Oh yes. I'll be fully investigating. I'll be Sherlock Holmes, man. Guys, remember, guys, please drop a like button. Hit the like button, guys. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Please hit that like button, guys. Merci beaucoup. Detroit Rock City. Robert has tarnished his reputation with Bayern fans. Sometimes, look. Sometimes in life, you've got to make a few enemies. Sometimes you've got to ruffle a few feathers. If you would, like as Victor just said, he's made a very strong statement. I want to leave. Put me out there. It is what it is. And for me, it is. And as a Bayern fan, are you not going to hate on the dude? Because we don't know what the full story is. We don't know whether they've done something that may have angered him. So in his mind, he's like, look, I have nothing against Bayern fans. As I said, look, he even crapped him everything. My issue is with the higher ups. It has nothing to do with the Bayern fans. My issue are with the higher ups and so forth. So I don't think there's any basis for Bayern fans to hate Lewandowski. And come on, you have to appreciate just what this guy has done for Bayern, because this guy has been one of the best players in the world playing for Bayern Munich.
But concerning Chelsea, don't you think the ski looks at that Chelsea number 9 curse of yours? Because this is it was first a myth. Right, it started as a myth, remember?
Smoke.
But then now it's looking peak, because now you just had Lukaku.
Okay, Smoke. Have you watched The Lord of the Rings?
Yes, all 3 of them.
Yeah. So let's say the course is like Sauron. So what if let's say you're afraid of fighting Sauron, you're a coward. But what if Lewandowski is like Frodo?
But there's only one Frodo.
I'm gonna face.
Only one Frodo. Are you willing to put your career on the risk of trying to see if you are that Frodo?
Yes.
Then you find out you're not Frodo. You're actually Gollum.
Smoke.
And
the
ring corrupts
it's
you.
called bravery. Believe in yourself. Bet on yourself. No. Smoke is okay. You watched the Matrix.
Yes.
Now remember in the first Matrix when Neo was about to fight the agents in the subway. What if he ran away? Remember, he was supposed to run away, but he stood there and said, no, I'm going to fight that freaking agent. Lewandowski is like Neo, saying, nope, I'm not going to run away from the curse of the number 9. I'm going to prove that I am the anti-curse. And I'm going to stand there and I'm going to say what I'm going to beat the curse right now.
The thing is, you have to look at the caliber of players who have failed. It's not some bums from... It's your Shevchenkos.
But Lewandowski will be like, I'm better than Shevchenko. I'm better than Higuain. I'm better than Thomas.
No, wait. El Nino left Liverpool, right? It's not like there was no text from any league. After having one of his best seasons, El Nino, right? They even primed him El Nino. Comes there and dude could only score in a Champions League. That shows you that no, he's like, you know what, whatever legacy I have, I'm gonna protect it and go and go somewhere else. I don't blame any number 9 running away from your club.
I wish I knew Lord of the Rings better because Frodo didn't go by himself. So
He
maybe
didn't.
Although Samwise was the real hero. Let's be real. Samwise was the
Yeah,
real hero. in that
Samwise.
story.
Right, and then you had Gollum, who was corrupted by the ring. So
Shout out to Gollum, man. Shout out to Gollum.
exactly, HH. I don't blame you for staying away from Chelsea. If you're number 9, stay away from Chelsea.
Hold on. Shout out to your boy here. Yes, says HH Neymar to Chelsea and CR7 to PSG might happen. Neymar to Chelsea isn't happening. CR7 to PSG. There is a bigger chance CR7 to PSG than Neymar to Chelsea. I'll give it that. But Neymar to Chelsea, nah, not happening. Simar Singh, thank you for the Simar. I would take Neymar over Sterling at Chelsea for 50 million. Neymar will elevate Chelsea to another level and be the difference in getting them. Simar, now, here's the thing right now. This was almost an amazing dub. This was almost a beautiful dub. But they just that little bits after them. If you could just like delete that bit after them and put in treble. So basically leave the T in there. Take away the O and the P and the 4. So put in an R to the E, to the B, to the L, to the E. What does that spell? That spells treble. Then we're cooking. Sima, we're cooking. That's a proper dub. Chelsea boy Michael Buffer. Shout out. Why would any top striker want to come to the legitimate UCL champions who should have won the Champions League in 2009 after they were cheated out when the referee was paid? You have a history of making every top striker like Drogba score a goal in the UCL final to make them win a UCL in Bayern's home ground. Flip, only Drogba and Costa made the cuts. Every else were trash because they were too much of losers
Costa
to
literally
go
he
against
ran
the cause.
away. You had to go back home. And
No, look, I said again,
From
it's about
Antonio.
how
We don't
strong and
forget
brave
that.
are you.
we don't
How
forget
strong and
Costa
brave.
running to Brazil, and
He didn't run
we
to
don't
Brazil.
forget that.
Thingy chased him out. Guys, so before our last thing, guys, please hit that like button. 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 It helps the video to move right up. Thank you. Hit that like button. So, guys, last topic in here, man. 35. Lionel Messi is 35 years of age, man. Let's just talk about it. Here's my thing about Messi. Messi is the most consistent football player of all time. And I think that is something that can be accepted. Now, this is the debate that will rage on. I will never, ever see Messi as the GOAT. My GOAT will always be Maradona, and my favorite player will always be the real Ronaldo. Always. You know, for me, Maradona will always be the GOAT, and he can never be surpassed as the GOAT. Never. Ever. But I have to admit that at 35 years of age, I get it. PSG, LSG, and so forth. Still, at 35 years of age, you could still argue that Messi is still the best player in the world. And at 35 years of age, going into the World Cup, Messi will most likely be the best player in the world. And my view is, I don't think we will ever, in our lifetime, see a player have such a high footballing performance for such a long period of time. I don't think it could never happen. When I was growing up, it was mostly like a 3-year swing. You know, this is not going to be a Messi Ronaldo thing, so I'm not going to mention Ronaldo. But the way this guy started out as an attacking winger, then became a false nine, then now became a creative playmaker. And you also look at his passing, his creativity, his dribbling, and his goal scoring, and how he maintained such high levels for such a long period of time. I think is absolutely amazing. And at 35, he's so close. It's just that one infinity stone missing, which is obviously in Qatar. So, Michael, you look at Messi at 35. How do you view Messi as a footballer, and is he your GOAT?
I don't really have a GOAT, to be honest. I have
everyone has a GOAT.
Nah. Because Maradona is special for his own reasons. You got Pele, of course. You have Ronaldo. You have Messi, and other players, of course, that can be added to the GOAT list. So you can't really have a GOAT because you have also positions where they were great in. Franz Beckenbauer, of course, Oliver Kahn, Manuel Neuer. So it's difficult to have one GOAT. But Messi, I remember 06, 07, because there was only one channel here in Finland that showed football, and it was only La Liga. Otherwise, I would have had to pay money as a kid to watch Premier League, but I wasn't going to do that. And I remember 06, 07 season, Messi scored a hat-trick against Real Madrid at 19 years old, wearing the number 19, and I said, okay, this is a serious player we got here. The next season, good. 08, 09, fantastic. And then we just saw scoring the goals for fun in 11, 12. And he's just the most special player that I have ever seen. The way he can dribble. Playing football, you're just wondering to yourself, how does he get out of these tight spaces? How does he find that pass? How does he create a goal out of nothing? It honestly is just such a special.
And again, sorry, mate, and I think it's so. And the key thing is, again, I don't want to mention any names, but even if you take the goals, let's say you took the goals away from Messi, he'd still be one of the most amazing players that we've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
So let's say you just took away the goals, just look at the eye test. Take the goals, take the assists, and just look at how he plays the game and what he does on the pitch. It's something that you go like, wow. It's like when you watch Federer play tennis, or when you watch like Jordan play basketball. Even if you don't understand the basketball, you're like, wow, this Jordan guy's amazing. Even if you don't understand tennis, like, wow, even if you don't understand boxing, man, this Roy Jones Jr. guy is amazing. Even if you don't understand football, you're like, man, no, this Messi guy, it just looks, what he's doing just looks like if he's playing at another level from everyone else. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he just attracts just neutrals to the game, and that was the special thing about Messi, just the consistency. I have never seen consistency from Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, the consistency these guys show. We have seen other players, okay, they have good 4 or 5 seasons. For a whole decade and a whole career, unbelievable. We will not see this in football, I think, for maybe another 50 years with this sort of consistency.
See, I say we'll never see it. And people say Haaland and Mbappe is the next thing.
No, they're not gonna touch these two players. Let's be honest.
No,
I think he's gonna have a big World Cup. This is gonna be his last World Cup, I think, and I think he's gonna show he's got a great team. He doesn't have the pressure of winning. If they didn't win that Copa America, I think he would have been under massive pressure and they would have bottled it.
Mike, winning that
Copa America, I think is going to be key.
Huge was huge. But Mike, I'll tell you this right now. If Messi wins the World Cup, man,
he might be the GOAT.
Mike, relax, Mike. Just chill, Mike. You're chill. Just relax. Come on, man. Just relax, man. It's Friday night. Relax, chill. You just relax.
It's Friday night. You gotta go bold. You gotta go bold.
Friday night. Just relax. Don't you're going too far. Smoke, talk to me, man. Smoke, talk to me about this Messi kid, man.
I think it's all about like which generation most people come from determines the things you admire, right? I'm from a time whereby we watch football for entertainment. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
You had people who would take the ball. It's more like, give me the ball, let me make something happen. Right. And most of these, I don't think most players were scared to do this maybe at an elite level due to fears of like losing the ball. So to have someone who had the know-how of doing all of that while still having a high ball retention. Because if you look at Messi, hardly gets displaced off the ball, regardless of how many. Normally, you're gonna build a cage around him and let him pass to someone else.
Oh no, because again, it's like you can never allow Messi to face you.
Exactly.
You're finished.
What impresses me about Messi is his directness. Messi doesn't run to the wing and try to cross. No. He wants to make space or whatnot to score. Or if he can't score, he'll create a chance, a scoreable chance. Not Messi's assists are not the type of assist whereby he gives and you have to dribble a couple of people to score. No, it's ball at your feet, finish it. I think from an entertainment point of view and also productivity.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think we've seen someone who's done this for a very long time. We've had entertainment players who know productivity, and we've had productive players who know entertainment.
Yeah.
So have someone who can do both at a very high level in big moments and for a long, consistent time, man. Hence, regardless of what team you support, if you just admire football,
yes,
you'll admire Messi.
No, because this is why
bias, team biases.
I don't understand how you can hate on Messi. That makes no sense. Which is why I say that you have to understand when you deal with football fans and just fans of clubs or fans of players who feel that I have to be tribalistic and I have to defend my thing. If you're a fan of football, you cannot deny that you're looking at a guy who is just extraordinary. because especially if you've played football, because I said again, if you're literally driving through the center of the pitch and going past 1, 2, 3, 4 guys through the center of the pitch and putting off a pass in a shot, that's very difficult to do. That's not easy. So a guy that is literally just driving through a minefield of traffic and popping off a shot or a pass, not very few people can do that in football. That's not easy.
Yeah, the reason why you know it's hard is if you had to ask someone what are the top 10 goals of Messi, you can't. Where do you start? It's like there's too many of even him taking on more than 3-4 players. We've seen it in finals, in semi-finals. So it's more like if let's say you have a friend who's a non-football fan,
Yeah.
and he asks you, okay, now show me the beauty of football. I can use a Messi video as an example. I'm
Yes.
like, okay, this is why we love football. And if you can say that about a player, you know then that player is special.
RB, Messi, talk to me, man.
I think everyone here has covered it. It's a consistency for me. Like he's done it for over a decade.
Yeah.
Consistently. Other than Ronaldo, even though I don't want to compare him to Ronaldo, like we're not going to get anything like this ever. Like in football, we're not going to get anything like this. Like it's going to be more than 50 years. More than 50 years.
So you're not saying that Charles Darwin Núñez can perhaps try and say what's up, RB, the streets are saying that Núñez and Haaland are gonna be the next.
Núñez.
HH, stop, man.
Stop,
Let the guy live for one day.
RB comes. Look, I saw something that said that Haaland and Núñez, they're gonna now take us into this. They're gonna be the next Messi.
No. Haaland, I can.
No, not even Haaland.
RB comes. Let's even RB comes.
Please. As a City fan, I'm asking you to respectfully withdraw your statement.
Yes. No.
It's
But my thing though is that, like, do you think that in our lifetime we'll ever see a player be as consistent as this for like a decade?
No, never. I don't think so. I don't
Vader,
think so.
what are you saying? Vader, what are you saying?
You guys familiar with the Big Bang Theory?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Certain things all need to align almost perfect timing with a spark for it to happen, for life to actually have sparked off and for things to develop. I don't think we're going to see this again in our lifetime because Messi came through the academy and played at a club that was already one of the best clubs in the world. So there wasn't the journey I have to prove myself elsewhere, give 2 or 3 years, then go to another club and maybe establish myself and prove that I'm good to get to the final destination and then have my career. He did it all I know he's at PSG now, but he did it all at Barca. And to come through and have surrounding players looking on his left and his right, looking at players that are supporting him and playing with him at his level, or even when he was gaining his powers, when he was Goku before he became that Super Saiyan, he had others to feed off of. So the standard of what he needed to do to actually remain the best, he saw it firsthand. He saw it in the training grounds. He saw it through training constantly. So he knew what it took. I think that spark, that Big Bang Theory, doesn't happen often. It's rare. So we can't really think of another player to come through a system similar, to be surrounded by greats, to then take his game to levels and to be great as well. I think that's why we see the consistency. And one thing that, and I'm always hesitant to kind of put the GOAT label on things because I know I didn't get a chance to see it in its glory. I didn't see it live, but I also pay huge respects to Pele because I've seen photos of him athletic at his peak. The man was a specimen. The man was built for the game. So I don't want to disrespect him that way. And I know it's a generation before me. What I saw from Messi and what's been fantastic is, and we've heard this kind of cliche before, he could dribble past anyone in a phone booth. Like his contact with the ball at top speed isn't a kick and chase. He's moving quickly with the ball, close contact,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what I loved about him in terms of a player. Like
Close
he's
control.
close control, it always in control, and even when the pace is quick, he's also seeing where his teammates are, and he's making plays, knowing where everyone is on the pitch, and I love that. I love that about him as a player, and the fact that he did his debut at 17.
Or was it
And he's
19? Was it also
17.
17 or 17?
debut at 17, and the man's playing now at 35. That's
Yeah,
why we're not
that's
going to see this.
crazy. Now, this is
That's
for me,
why.
I think that's why this is the significant thing of him being 35. The fact that he started at 17 and has been fully relevant and has been arguably at least one of the best players in the world from 17 till now 35 is crazy. That is crazy. And like, you see, my thing, yeah, there are times in which I felt that, well, he shouldn't have won it. But for the best part of over a decade, he has been the best player in the world. That's
Yeah.
and for the best part of a decade. Yeah, yeah.
What if he wins this? Do you see it? What if he wins that? Then what?
Wait. Where'd you get that World Cup?
I was at the last World Cup in Russia. It was awesome. Yeah. Saw Neymar ball out against Costa Rica. It was awesome.
Oh wow. Oh no, no, for me, look, man. I mean, my thing. First of all, he has to. Here's my thing. He can't win it the way that he could have won it in 2014. Like if let's say Di Maria scored the winning goal in 2014, that doesn't count. He needs to be the best
Higuain.
player.
Yeah,
no.
Higuain is the biggest. Oh,
Mike,
that
no,
guy,
hold on,
man.
hold on. Make it. Do it yourself. He needs to be the best player, and he
Oh,
needs
of
to be
course.
critical in the quarters, semis, and in the final. If he
'Cause let's
does
be hon-
that, then we'll have
Pele
an
sc-
uncomfortable.
Pele
Didn't
scored
he
in
win the golden? Didn't he win the golden boot in 2014?
No,
He
that
did.
was
No, wasn't
No,
it?
he did.
Was that James? No, James.
Yeah,
was
James.
first.
It was James. It was James. He scored
Was
6
it
goals.
really?
Yeah, James scored 6. Yep. Because he
Yeah, I
scored
think it
2 in the
was James.
quarterfinals. I think he scored 2 against Japan.
Who was
one
player of the
against
tournament? Because I remember Messi
James.
did win something.
James.
Oh no, sorry. Messi, he didn't deserve it, but Messi
Should've
was
been
given
Neuer.
player of the tournament, but he didn't deserve it.
Messi was
But,
player of the tournament. He had one less goal than James, if I remember correctly.
but Messi wasn't the best player in 2014. For me, it's you could either give it to Neuer or Robin, or even you could even give it to Lam. Messi, he didn't deserve that 2014.
Robin?
best player, no. Yes.
Robin was 2010.
2010, yeah.
Look, let's not get into a Robin conversation. Robin dragged those guys by the scruff of the neck.
Why?
So
Because he
it-
dived against Mexico.
Mike, don't do that. Mike,
Well,
don't.
I'm speaking
Mike,
facts.
Mike, don't do that. No, look,
HH, did he dive?
he fell. He fell. No, come on, Mike, don't do that. Come on, Mike, don't do that. No. Robin was the best player at that World Cup. He was the best. Like 2014, it was Robin. But yeah,
Did he
James
score?
got the
Did he
golden
score a
boot.
knockout stage goal in that? Did he score in the knockouts?
Yeah, he did.
Against
Hokokage.
who?
Yeah, against those guys. Hokokage. So talk about Messi.
Messi. I mean, from the players I've seen, he's the GOAT for me. Just the players I've seen, he's better than anyone I've ever seen. This is the only guy. Now he's not a defender, so I can't say he's achieved that part of the game mastery. But this is the only guy I'm confident in saying that has achieved the mastery of the game. He has complete mastery of ball control, shooting, passing. He has the quality that not many players have. I don't know if there's like a specific name for it, but I've always called it like that eagle eye quality, where he sees the pitch from above. He doesn't see it from his own two eyes. He has like an eagle above him that he has a connection to, and he sees the whole field, and he picks out passes that no one would ever think. He dribbles past players in ways that we wouldn't think. And this is why I think this is why now, okay, not just Ronaldo, just comparing him to anybody. This is why I think he's the best, is because, why can't Ronaldo dribble past players now? Why can't he do any of that now? Because Ronaldo, a player like Ronaldo, there's other players like Ronaldo that we consider GOATs. He used step overs, his explosiveness and everything. Messi doesn't need any of that. The reason why Messi for me has always been, and I never saw Maradona live, but Maradona was the same. He just needs a body feint, a little shift in motion and body weight, and he's past you. Think of Messi, the most skill move I've seen him do is one step over. When do you ever see this guy do a step over or rainbow flicks like Neymar doing this and all that bullcrap? Now that stuff looks cool, but for me, he's a guy that could just he's the best player in the world using just mastery of the basics of football. And that for me is just that's crazy. Like put aside the mastery and all that. the amount of goals this guy has scored, just the playmaking ability.
While also dribbling, creating, and so forth.
Yes, exactly. Like for me, like, and I think HHU have said it. His best season for me is, or at least one of it, like his top 3 seasons for me is the 18-19 with Barcelona. Even though that's when Liverpool happened, bro, that was just that for me was one of.
This is what I say. I think he was Super Saiyan in 11-12, and he was Ultra Instinct in 18-19. 18-19, I believe he was Ultra Instinct then.
He did everything. Messi was that team. So
Yes,
the guy is just crazy, and for me, he's the GOAT. But I think even if he goes, he's got a strong Argentina team, and I think Michael brought up a good point. Is that now he's won something. You've won the Copa America, and I think it's valid to say that I don't think he'll be going into this World Cup now. Sure, he'll want to win this World Cup. Like everyone would expect, okay, Messi needs to retire with World Cup, but I don't think he has that weight on his shoulders anymore. Just even though it was a Finalissima trophy against Italy, he doesn't look like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders with Argentina. Like that Italy game just was amazing to see, because I started thinking for a bit, okay, maybe went to PSG, now he's finished. But then I see that, and he's the heart of everything for the Argentina team and doing what he's doing at 30. He was 34, but basically 35 just 3 weeks ago. Like, that's how I know he's not finished, and that this World Cup, if Argentina does it right, the Argentina camp seems solid. I think we can see it. I think we could see him with the golden trophy. And then it would just be over. GOAT combo would be over.
Damn. So let me hit my thing. So let me just hit these dubs, man. Yep, I see your dub, man. I see your dub, man. I see it down. I'm going to your dub right now. Shout out to your boy Alps, who says Serie is a brick league. That makes mid-table players like Lukaku Lukaments relax. No one cares if Pogba cooks against meatballs and spaghetti. First of all, that's very rude, and I think that's extremely anti-Italian. I don't think De Niro or Pacino will appreciate that abuse. Becomes, do you want to respond to Alps with this extremely disgusting and under-the-table abuse towards the Italian Serie league?
Number one, respect the Serie. It's 10 times better than the French league and the Bundesliga. Number two, Pogba's going to cook in the UCL group stages, and he's going to cook in the round of 16. Trust me. You'll see. He's cooking, man. He's cooking. You guys are going to see. Or you bum-ass going to be quiet.
No, Aricops, are you saying this from a Juve fan's point of view, or are you saying this from an objective football fan's point of view that he's going to cook? Because I think it says that you can make it. Now, I tried to cook one time and almost burnt my apartment. But sometimes I make a quality meal. What's it called? I've been ranked top 3 chefs in the world and so forth. I won like the worldwide chef a few months ago. So are we going to be getting a gourmet, amazing meal, or is it going to burn down the kitchen?
Speaking from Eric's sources.
No, it's going to be Michelin star quality. Trust me, 100%. No, that's a promise. Like that's a promise. And you get like
look. Let me
get some banter, but he's going to cook.
I think Serie is just going through a little bit of a difficult moment right now, and everything is cyclical. And I think, but Milan are getting Origi right now. Let's see now what Milan do, because Milan could. But
AJ, this strong. Cycle of Serie has taken a very long time. I don't think this is you get cycles and then you get permanent, right? You're like you see like AJ. You remember once upon a time, Deportivo La Coruna. It was a big team in La Liga.
Yes.
Right.
Shout out to Roy Mackay, man.
And then they fall off the map. Right. Now, when you're looking at Serie A, I think the last time was when Juve actually made it to the final against Barca. The last time I could say that you had a strong Serie A team.
Okay, well, no, 2017 when they made it to the final in 2017. They were better in 2017 than they were in 2015. And
that's what I'm saying. Like that Juve team is the last strong Serie A team I've seen which could challenge.
Yes,
right. But then they had the players in the league. You had those. But then now, and I'm looking at it, man. Yo, bro, it's things are looking peak, eh?
They're in a transition, that's for sure.
RB Cups, he has hope, man. We'll see. Let's see. Shout out to your boy Michael Buffer. Barcelona selling 49% of their rights for 25 years to a company to help their revenue go from minus 400 mil to plus 800 mil. That's where they can register players. Michael, I don't know. You
It's
have
too
no
complicated.
money.
I don't
You have
believe
no
it.
money. You're poor, and all that stuff they say on Twitter are lies. Michael, leave me alone. If you spend over 100 mil, I will report it to you for an FA, and you'll be forced to open up your books. This isn't Godfather 2. This isn't Goodfellas, okay? I want to see. This is Sopranos. I want to see your accountants. I want to make sure that whether Bartomeu is involved with your accounting and so forth. Okay, I told you, I want to see everything. I want to see plus, minus. What's it called? What's like the graph going up and like the pie diagram and like what's it called? Like, you use like the compass to like measure, like like I always hated it. Remember like in maths when you had to do the angle thing, and the guy brought out the compass. Bro, I was horrible at that, man. Guys, I hated school, man. I mean, I'm sorry. No, I just have PTSD from school. I hated school. Sorry.
We can tell.
Yeah, man. It was horrible, man. Shout out to your boy QC8. Not many gets to play a World Cup final. 2040 will hunt Messi. Yes, he had a 1v1. He had a 1v1 and he did pop off, man. He had a 1v1 and he didn't pop off, man. He needed that, man. QC8 again says that boring summer, World Cup group stage would have ended today.
Facts.
I mean,
It's nice weather here in Finland, and now I have to wait
Is
till
that-
November and get my winter jacket to watch the World Cup.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
It's like for me,
Oh
I'm
wow.
trying to get my head around watching a World Cup while it's cold and freezing.
I got to get my igloo ready.
Yeah.
Funny enough, though, like it's actually warm in Africa at that time, so it's
You know what?
it's normally cold when the World Cup happens in June,
That's
July.
rainy season. I'm thinking that I may just go to Nigeria and just watch the World Cup in Nigeria, man. I just say, look, man. I just say, look, mom, please, I'm coming home. Jollof and Pandia, man, and Eba, I beg. So is it? Serie winners got knocked out in the UCL group stage, but maybe they'll do better. Alps, can you please be positive? God damn. Yeah. CR7 coming for the World Cup, baby. Hashtag let's complete for football. Okay, I don't want to comment so much, but Cristiano winning the World Cup.
You predicted them to win the World Cup.
Can you bring up a Messi point?
Yes, go for it.
Doesn't Gonzalo Higuain have more knockout goals than Messi?
So, guys, that's been that's thank you guys for joining us. Shout out to your boy
That's a
Mikey,
horrible take,
Smoke, Poya, Vator, and RB Combs. We thank you so much. And guys, we'll be back here on Saturday for the open hangar where everyone is invited. That's a lot more free for all where we talk transfers and so forth. Guys, be strong, be swell, and as I always say, if not for that industry plans, Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard would be a World Cup winner. Peace. I'll see you on Saturday. Peace.